And good evening, everybody, on a Saturday night, and welcome into Skull Island. Russell Deese, Shawn Kaiser. It is American Arena League football tonight. We'll be joined on the field later by Hannah Jet Moore as we get ready for tonight's game between the Georgia Doom and the Carolina Energy. The Energy come in 3-1. Shawn Kaiser. The Georgia Doom went on the road last week, and we had a tremendous football game. 93 points scored offensively, just what the doctor ordered for this football team.
Well, Russell, they were able to put a lot of points up. Luke Collis had a big game, played only about 3.5 quarters, and they got an early lead. And after they got that lead, they put the hammer down even a little bit more.
Well, they've got a big, tall task tonight as they are battling for sole possession of second place with the Carolina Energy. And hold on one second, I'm trying to get something done. All right, well, before we go down to Hannah on the sidelines, Hannah had a chance to talk in our pregame show here with Coach Gary Stingley. And let's go hear what Coach Stingley had to say about tonight's game.
Coach, tell me how confident your guys are after a huge road win against the Upstate Dragons.
Well, I mean, it's just saying that we're playing pretty good football right now. I mean, we're never going to underestimate our opponent. So we understand that we have to still do what we do best, is protect the ball and make sure we play good defense. But it's good to come off a win like that, but that win is behind us. So now we have another team that's pretty tough that we got to deal with for tonight.
You're expecting a bigger crowd because of the Bring a Kid to the Game special. How important is it for your players, though, to be accessible to the community and to give back to them?
Well, that's one thing that we stressed early on, was the fact that this is a community-based team. It's fan-friendly as well. So us being out in the communities, at the schools, and for the kids to come here to see the players that they may have seen at their schools, see them up close and personal. You know, arena football is everything is up close and personal, where they can reach out and touch them and just have a ball and enjoy the game.
You've made some changes and additions to the roster. What can we expect from guys specifically like Kaiser?
Kaiser is a special player. You know, he's a veteran. He's been involved in arena football for some time. Played in the AFL, was one of the top guys up there. I mean, we're fortunate to have him. I don't know how much longer we have him, but while he's here, we know he's going to make much plays for us.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, guys, let's get it started.
And, of course, Hannah Jetmore down on the sidelines. Let's take a second and go into Hannah. Hannah, your thoughts with the coach after you got a chance to speak to him before the game here tonight?
Well, after speaking with both coaches, it's very evident that tonight is very important for them to let the kids, get in on the action. They say the accessibility with arena football for the players to be right in the action with the fans is really important to both of them.
All right, Hannah, thank you. She'll be with us throughout the night here. Let's take our first 30-second timeout. We'll come back and hear from the head coach of the Carolina Energy, Coach Bryson, after this 30-second timeout.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back to the Macon Centralplex. It's Skull Island night as the Doom are back in town as they welcome the Carolina Energy. 3-1, the Energy coming here tonight. Hannah Jetmore had a chance to talk to Coach Bryson of the Carolina Energy. Let's go hear what he had to say and get his thoughts on tonight's game quickly.
Right, guys, I'm here with head coach Bryson. How are you today?
Real good. It's almost feel like coming back home. When too long ago, I was the head coach here, so it's kind of nice being here again.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of hometown people are going to know the name Christian LeMay. Georgia. Tell us how important that get for you guys was.
It's very important due to the fact that he's a hometown guy, being from Charlotte. Name's well known, and it's really helping us out definitely with ticket sales. But to have a quality ball player like him come play for us, now it's give us two dynamic quarterbacks. So I'm very excited as a coach having him on board.
Absolutely. Well, I have to ask, too, I've seen on your Facebook page the no coffee, no sugar. Tell me a little bit about this all energy. What is all that about?
What it is, we try to motivate people. And when we motivate, we bring energy. And we tell them you don't need no coffee, you don't need no sugar. You know, coffee and sugar seems to stimulate people. And we try to stimulate people with our passion, our energy, our love, you know. And by doing that and doing it in the school system, we're now motivating kids to want to do things bigger and better because, like we tell them, every kid can't play in the NFL. But if you apply your energy towards something else, you have something to fall back on.
Well, tonight for the Doom, they've invited all children to be here at the game with an adult. How important, even as the opponent of the home team, is it to put on a good show for them?
Oh, it's very important. That's something that we stress to the ball players, to be professional at all times because you don't know what this kid may be going through, and they come and see a professional. You put on a good show. After the games, you come down on the field and you sign that autograph because it's the closest a lot of these kids don't get to professional athletes. And so we want to do whatever we can to enhance whatever they want to do or whatever they might be going through. So that's what our goal is. So I'm very excited that this night is the night they're going to have all the youth out.
We appreciate it, Coach.
Hey, thanks a lot.
And welcome back into Skull Island here at the Macon Centerplex as we get ready for tonight's game between your Georgia Doom and the Carolina Energy. Let's go to John Kaiser. He's got our starting offensive lineup tonight for the Carolina Energy before we get the Doom introduced here.
Okay, Carolina comes in at 3-1. They've had some good luck early. They open up with number 77, Will Dancy, number 82, Andre Dixon, and number 70, Daquan Murray, and number 65, C.J. Kane. The wide receivers, number 3, Perry Floyd, and number 2, Devin Mackey, along with the fullback, Josh Doster, and their quarterback will be David Washington tonight.
All right, thank you, John. For the Doom, they'll look like this at wideouts. They'll go and Antoine Cutts. They'll go also Larry Beavers. They'll have Christian Wise in there as well. The fullback, of course, will be Romeo Gilbert, who's had an outstanding year. Luke Collins coming off a huge game last week. Had a perfect game going into a little late in the third quarter. Completed everything he did. Across the front, there'll be Everett Burns, Jarrett Hernandez, and Chris Hartman as the Doom getting introduced. Very loud atmosphere here tonight. We got the battle of the bands between the Fort Valley State Wildcats and the Albany State Rams as they are both here in attendance tonight. So the volume level, which is always loud at these arena football games, is about to go through the roof. Well, they introduced the players, and there's Cutts getting introduced. And Christian Wise is going to be your starting other wideout tonight. John, they had a really good defensive team show up on the road last week. Everything went right for them offensively, but I thought the defense played very well on the road last week. And they only gave up 24 points, and that was most of that came in the second half. They only gave 14 in the first.
It was a great performance, and from what we heard, they scored 5 touchdowns on defense last week, which is pretty much unheard of. We were able to talk to Luke Collis before the game. He said that the team they beat last week wasn't that bad. They were a pretty good football team, but just everything went right for the Georgia Doom last week.
Well, I'll tell you, this team, after the opening loss to the Atlanta Havoc, I really thought this team was in that game. They had too many mistakes. Of course, Luke Collis had only been here for 2 days going in that game, Wednesday and Thursday, and got to start on that Friday night. So, I mean, he didn't have a lot under his belt, made some mistakes in that game. But in the second half, right before halftime, they closed the gap, played a really good third quarter, and it got away from them a little bit in the fourth. You can just see how this team has grown since that opening night.
And, you know, Luke said pretty much it's all about getting comfortable and familiar with his receivers and his line and everybody else. He's been here for three and a half weeks now. He says he's feeling good, but it's still a work in progress, but they just want to continue to get better every week.
Well, like he said, and you just stated, he said everybody's in arena football, everybody has to be on the exact same page. There can't be any differences. Let's pause for a moment here as our honor guard comes onto the field as we get ready for our national anthem, and we will keep it right here for that national anthem. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem. We'll take a 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll go to Hannah Jetmore on the sidelines after this break, and we'll get it kicked off from Skull Island. You're listening to Georgia Doom Football on DSBNSports.com. We will be back. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma to what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to the Macon Centralplex. Russell East, John Kaiser on the sideline. Hannah Jetmore. Let's go down to Hannah as we get the coin toss here. Go ahead, Hannah.
Right, so this game obviously against the energy, and there is an energy in the arena so far, but I also wanted to mention just the importance of adding Kaiser. All the players I talked to said he really made the difference in the tone in the team kind of changed with his addition to the roster. Guys, we'll see how he fares tonight.
Thank you, Hannah. Looking forward to seeing him. John Kaiser, we talked to Coach Stingley and Luke Collis even mentioned Kaiser being added to the roster is going to make a huge difference in that secondary. A lot of experience.
And Coach Stingley also said we don't know how long he's here, but we're going to enjoy him while he is here. Shawn Kaiser is 33 years old. He's in his 12th year of arena football. He's played at the highest level of arena football, where he had 62 interceptions and he scored 11 touchdowns. So definitely brings a professional presence into the Georgia Doom defense.
Well, the Doom have won the toss, and we'll get ready to kick it here. Let's see if Christian Wise will be the deep man. We were here 2 weeks ago, and he got the nod to be the return man. And in the opening kickoff, he took it the distance. I'm sure they would like to see that happen again tonight. They're playing a pretty good football team here tonight. This will be their toughest test since they opened the season against the Atlanta Havoc, I would think, John.
Carolina Energy, very good football team. Coming off a big win, they're 3-1. We had a nice talk with Coach Bryson, and he's here to win. And we did learn that Coach Bryson used to be here he was in Macon for a little while, coaching the Macon Steel of the Arena Football League.
That's right. Christian Wise will be one of them that will go back there. And your other one, and I believe, is that going to be Abraham up? We'll check and see as soon as he turns his number here. And that's Cutts. Cutts is going to be the up back.
Acting to receive, number 8, Antoine Cutts, and number 5.
So we are underway from Skull Island, and the Doom will get this ball first as it bounces in and out of the end zone. And they will take it out from there. And the kickoff that time was Eric Amaya. So the Doom will come out with Luke Collins as their quarterback. Romeo Gilbert may be a big piece of this game tonight, John. One thing we know about this energy team, they're going to run the football with Josh Doster, their big fullback. And let's just see what's going to happen with Romeo Gilbert here tonight if they're going to try to counter it. I expect a physical football game here tonight.
Most definitely a physical football game. Like you said, Carolina does like to run the football a little bit, which you don't see a whole lot in arena football. Romeo Gilbert's proven that he can pick up those tough yards, and hopefully we can get off to a quick start on offense and put some points on the board.
Well, we got a penalty flag to start it, and that's going to move it back to the 5-yard line from the 15. So they're going to start it from there, and it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 5. So the Doom will come out on their opening possession here tonight. 15 minutes on the first quarter clock, and we're ready to go. Antoine Cutts will be your motion receiver. Wide out to this side is going to be Christian Wise. Cutts is on his way, and let's see, do we got a flag? Or we got something else going on over here? Let's see. Had the one of the paddings open over there, so they stopped the play. Larry Beavers will be your wideout on the other side, like I said, across the front. They'll go Burns, Hernandez, and Hartman. Cutts will be to this near side. Beavers will go to the far side.
Here we go.
Cutts will be your motion man, and he's off to the races. Luke Collins got a man out in the flat, and he's going to complete it to him along the 10. He'll get to about, let's see where they'll mark him finally down. Will he get to 15? I believe he will. And that will be a 10-yard pickup, first down on the play that time, John.
Nice quick pass to Cutts. He beats Sandy Chapman across the field. Chapman was able to get him down, but it's a nice gain on first down.
First down, Doom.
1st and 10 for the Doom. They'll send Antoine Cutts to that far side along with Christian Wise. This time, Larry Beavers will be your motion back. Gilbert will be at full. Luke Collins under center, drops straight back, boom, got a man along the 24-yard line, and they're going to mark him at the 25 and give him 10 yards and a first down, and that's Larry Beavers, and already the Doom on the move here offensively.
Quick hitters looking good, that one over the middle. Beat the defensive back again for another easy first down.
Christian Wise will go split to the far side. Beavers will be your motion man this side. Cutts will be in a slot by his fullback. Drop straight back. Collins got a man wide open for a touchdown. And there he was, wide open, Antoine Cutts. And the defensive back couldn't get back there in time to save him that time, and that was Sandy Chapman back there on the coverage.
Antoine Cutts.
We cannot complain about that drive. Collis, 3 for 3, moved him down the field, made it look easy. Collis said he felt really good about the way his offense was moving the football, and that's a good start for the Doom.
Good protection up front that entire drive as well, too. Had a penalty on the opening play, and from there they went 2 first downs and a touchdown. Extra point will come from Hunter Heck. Snap, touch, kick is up, kick is good. Timeout on the field. Doom lead it 7-0. You're listening to Georgia Doom football on DSBNSports.com. Hey folks, every now and then we're a little tight on cash. Well, if you're tight on cash, we want to encourage you to visit Pawn Max Incorporated, located at 2404 Pinona Avenue. Pawn Max is the place to get a loan or sell your valuables, hassle-free, making it easy to turn your unwanted gold, jewelry, tools, even firearms into cash. Why let your pieces collect dust when you need to collect dollars? They're licensed and insured and will give you the best money for your items. Go visit them today at 2404 Pinona Avenue right here in Macon, or visit them online at pawnmaxinc.com. Welcome back to Macon Centralplex. Doom open the night with a touchdown quickly to Hannah Jetmore on the sideline. Hannah?
It's great that Anton Cutts is back after he had that elbow injury, but I also wanted to remind everyone that they are without Fred Abraham dealing with a hamstring injury.
Yeah, we noticed that he was not here tonight. Thank you, Hannah. Stick close by. We'll need you tonight. Looks like we may be putting some points on the board. Perry Floyd will be your deep man for the energy. Hunter Heck underway, and he's going to kick it. And Floyd will take it about 6 yards deep in the end zone. Come across the 10. And he's going to get dragged down right along the 14-yard line on a good tackle right along the sideline over there that time for the Doom.
Aaron Appleby in on the stop.
Looked like Aaron Appleby got in on that stop. He was right there waiting for him. And let's see if the Doom can stop them right now and get the full momentum.
They'll come out with quarterback David Washington. He's had a good year this year. They'll also had wide receiver Perry Floyd, Devon Mackey. The man to watch in the fullback position is Josh Doster, and he's had a big year this year already. They'll send Devin Mackey, the wide out to this side. They'll go trips this time with Andre Dixon and Mackey and Floyd. Drop straight back. That time, got a man wide open. They completely missed him, and that's Perry Floyd, and he's going to go all the way for a touchdown. And just like that, the energy pulled him.
You can't get much more open than that. That was obviously someone missed an assignment, and the receiver just ran down the sideline. Nobody near him the whole time until the very end.
When empty backfield that time, what he did is he put a wide out there, Andre Dixon, along with Josh Doster and Devin Mackey, and the empty backfield pulled them, and they left it with Mackey all the way for the touchdown. Extra point coming. The extra point is up and good. So just like that, we're all knotted up. 7 apiece, 11:34 to go in the first. We'll come back to Skull Island here in just a minute. You're listening to Georgia Doom football on DSBN Sports.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to the Macon Centralplex. Russell East, Shawn Kaiser, Hannah Jetmore down on the sidelines. All knotted up on the first two opening possessions. And that one will go back out of the end zone. Christian Wise couldn't hang on to it. So the Doom will have it first down and 10. So, John, like you said, this may be a high-scoring affair here.
Well, I just suggest someone. This is probably going to be a 2 microwave popcorn pack tonight. Lots of scoring here. Probably 2 or 3 Dr. Peppers. It's going to be a high-scoring game.
So the Doom will have it first down at the 5-yard line. And Luke Collins will come out from the sidelines. They got to get Luke's jersey corrected. It still got Collins on the back of it.
He's played pretty good as Collins.
Yeah. So Christian Wise this time will be split part of this near side. Luke Collins will look. He's going to have a man turn around and almost picked it off. He was trying to go to Larry Beavers that time.
Little high with that throw. Good place by Sandy Chapman. We've already called that name out 3 or 4 times. Just a tad overthrown, maybe.
And they do have his jersey corrected. So,
well, those jerseys are expensive.
Antoine Cutts now will be your motion man. Christian Wise will come out to this side, take, and they'll give it to him. And he'll cut inside to the 15, maybe to 16, and that's surely a first down if he'll get close to the 17. So Cutts the receiver on that one. And that's a first down for the Doom.
Nice pass, found Cutts over the middle. Cutts immediately making a difference here.
They'll send Christian Wise wide to that side. They'll go trips themselves this time with Larry Beavers, Wise, and Cutts. Now they'll send Beavers in motion. Collis got time. Got a man streaking down there, and he's got him on the 4-yard line. He'll get away. Oh, he dropped the ball on the ground. It's a fumble, and the Energy are going to pick it up, and they're going to run it back this way. 20, 15, need a block, got a block, touchdown. Treshawn Wynn.
Well, it went from looking real good for the Georgia Doom to looking real good for the Carolina Energy. That he was not going to be caught once he got running. The Georgia Doom, maybe not quite the effort they're looking for to try to tackle that guy, but he broke it and he was gone.
Larry Beavers had it first and goal at the 5, tried to get a little extra effort, and it cost him. Eric Amaya will be in for the extra point. Snap, touch, kick is up, and kick is good. And just like that, the Energy are on top. We'll take a 30-second timeout, come back and go to Hannah Moore on the sideline.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Welcome back to Macon Central Play. Georgia Doom just had a big pass play from Luke Collins and Larry Beavers. Caught it on the 4-yard line. Got an extra effort and got the ball knocked out of his hand, and it was returned for a touchdown by Treshawn Wynn for the Carolina Energy. Christian Wise will be the deep man, and it'll go up and out of the end zone. Let's go down to the sideline to Hannah Jetmore. Hannah.
Hey, and I was talking to Coach Bryson earlier before the game. He told me that although Christian LeMay, which Georgia fans will remember his name, is a big deal for them to get as far as adding to the roster, he said David Washington is their guy. He's the face of their organization.
Yes, sir. Christian LeMay was a highly recruited quarterback, John, out of South Carolina. Georgia won him, and I think he was only there a year, and then he went on to Jacksonville State from there.
He just quite couldn't get over that hump. That was, Aaron Murray days when he first got there. And they kind of knew he was that running kind of quarterback that's so popular right now. Back then, Georgia really wasn't playing that kind of offense, and he just had trouble fitting in, so he transferred to Jacksonville State, where he had a good career.
As John alluded to, we got a chance to spend a little time with Luke Collis today, and very engaging young man, 29 years old, has been around the league a little bit now. Played at Nevada for 3 years before he transferred out. Kid's got a lot of football savvy about him, but a real pleasure to talk to him.
It was a very good talk. He's very open about why he came to Macon. He loves Coach Stingley, and he said that was one of the main reasons he decided to come on here, and admitted that first game was a little shaky, but just feels like it's going to be a team that's going to get better every weekend.
Good crowd. Crowd still coming in here tonight. A little late arriving crowd. Probably without a doubt the best crowd of the year so far for the Doom. And we're glad folks are here. We appreciate all of you that are watching tonight on our live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, as well as like us on Facebook at DSBN Sports. Collis throws out in the flats, and he's got his man out here, and he's going to get pulled down pretty quickly. Christian Wise, he'll make about 3 yards out of it, get up to about the 23 before they grabbed hold of him, and once they did, they didn't let go.
Yeah, they grabbed that undershirt, and once they get a hold of that, it's kind of tough to get loose. Julian Young from Carolina all over him. Stop the game to just a short gain.
We're going back to tearaway jerseys next week.
Oh, yes. 10 jerseys a game.
Ball on the 23, pick up a 3, 2nd down and 7. Wise will go to that far side. Beavers will come to this side. Cut was going to be your slot man. Doom will take a timeout. We'll take one with them. 30 seconds on the network. You're listening to American Arena League football on DSBNsports.com. We'll be back after this timeout.
Work it! Hey! Work it! Hey!
Middle Georgia, get ready. The new arena football team, the Georgia Doom, is here, and you can participate in their inaugural season. Get your season tickets now.
Welcome back to the Macon Centerplex. The Doom calling Skull Island, and the Doom find themselves in a 14-7 hole. They opened the night on their opening drive, 3rd play of the game. Got about a 40-yard touchdown pass from Luke Collis. Then you had a score by the Energy, and the next play, Collis hit Beavers down there right along the 4-yard line, tried for extra yardage, and he got away, and it was returned for a touchdown. Collis going to look, going to throw a screen underneath, and that's going to be Romeo Gilbert. And Big Gilbert's going to run, and he's going to get from the 15 to the 14-yard line, and he's going to be down right there, and the ball is down. They look like it came out, but it's going to be a first down for the Doom. They need to answer here, John.
They do need to answer. They don't need to get down in 2 touchdowns in this kind of football. Romeo Gilbert, a little screen pass, rumbles down the field for a nice gain. He's shown the ability to do that all year long.
Antoine Cutts will be your motion man this time. They'll go Wise to one side, Beavers to the other. Gilbert under center, drops straight back. Going to take, and he's going to get a man that's going to get bumped. And they're not going to call the bump. And back then, Trayshawn Wynn make that Sandy Chapman, I believe, back on the coverage that time.
Yeah, we've called his name a lot. He lobbed the ball into the corner. Looked like a pretty good pass, but the receiver got knocked off the route a little bit. Incomplete pass.
And I'm not for sure that Chapman may have not got a little ginger on that ankle, and they're going to bring in somebody to replace him. Beavers will be in motion take. Collis will look. Going to throw over the middle. Got a man, touchdown. And I believe that is Beavers, and Beavers does catch it. And that's a touchdown for the Doom. 14-13. As Luke Collis connects on his 2nd touchdown of the night. He hit Cutts for 1, and now Beavers. Larry Beavers makes up for the mistake he made a few minutes ago.
And Luke Collis found him over the middle again. Collis looking like that polished arena football quarterback that he is tonight. He's completed 6 out of his first 7 passes.
Hunter Heck will be in for the extra point. Marcus Brooks with the hold. Snap, got the touchdown on a penalty play right down the middle. And let's see, that may have been, it's encroachment on the defense, so that should be declined. Unless they decide they may want to go for 2 here. And I don't think, let's see, coach is going to talk about it. And it was encroachment, and it's going to be declined. We'll stay right here. Let's go down to Hannah down on the sideline. Hannah, they needed that score, and they got it. I know the band's awful loud over there, right?
That's right. And also, when I was talking to Luke Collis before the games, he told me he was excited for this game because he felt like this was going to be such an evenly matched game, like we were talking about, John. It's unequivocally going to be a 2 popcorn bag kind of game. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Got that one in, didn't we?
Yes. We'll figure one out for the second half.
So back for the energy will be Perry Floyd as the bands play on, as we got Fort Valley and Albany State. The Rams and the Wildcats are here.
You know, it kind of gives it a little feeling of a college football game almost, with the bands blaring. Definitely helps the atmosphere.
Floyd will return it, go to the 8 to the 10. Had a man touch him, couldn't bring him down, but they'll bring him down this time as the Doom swarm on him around the 12-yard line.
On the stop, Aaron Appleby and Anthony Blake.
That's Aaron Appleby again on special teams making the tackle.
Energy will start first and 10.
All right, so if I'm correct, what, Carolina's had 1 offensive play so far, and that was a touchdown.
That's right. Their opening play, their opening possession, and it went for a touchdown of 35 yards. So Washington throws over the middle, and he's got a man right down there, and that is number 2, Devon Mackey, and they're going to hit him right along the 25-yard line. So a good pickup for them from the 12 to the 25. 13-yard pickup and a completion, and a new set of downs for the Energy.
Deontay Dinkins right there to make the tackle. Deontay played his college football at Fort Valley State, so he should feel really at home tonight.
The mysterious program has appeared. Washington in a shotgun. Gonna look, gonna bide his time, and he waited for the man to break open, and it's a beautiful play as he beat number 4, Shawn Kaiser, back there for the touchdown. And that is Devon Mackey, or Devin Mackey rather, on the score. And just like that, the Energy lead it 20-14 with the extra point coming. Quarterback did a good job that time, John, waiting and being patient on the throw.
He is a good-looking, strong-arm quarterback. Played his college football at Old Dominion University, where he was a standout, and he looks very comfortable with this arena game.
Eric Amaya with the extra point. Snap, touch, kick is up and good. So the kicker out of J.C. Smith University is perfect on the night, and the Energy lead at 21-14. 30-second timeout. We'll be back.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Welcome back to Skull Island here at the Centralplex, home of the Georgia Doom. Energy on top, 21-14, and the kick comes, and it'll be deep in the end zone And Wise will run it out. 10, 15. Broke a tackle. Finally got knocked down on around the 18-yard line, and that's where the Doom will start their third possession of the night. 21-14. As Washington has got his second touchdown pass of the night for the Energy.
You like the ball in Wise's hands. He is just an explosive individual. Looked like he might take it home right there. He got it all the way back to the 18. It's a good field position for the Doom.
Big important game here for both of these teams. Everybody looking up at the Atlanta Havoc in this area that is undefeated. These teams vying for second place. Collis gonna look, gonna throw, and it's gonna be incomplete. He was trying to go for Antwan Cutts that time, right along the 14-yard line of the Energy. Energy wanted a little offensive pass interference, I think, that time, John.
Yeah, I think Cutts did a good job keeping that ball out of a defender's hand right there. Not a great throw by Collis, but he gave Cutts a chance to catch the ball, and Cutts did the rest and didn't let the other team go the other way.
So they'll go trips this time. Cutts will come to this side. Motion man will be Christian Wise. Looking the flat. Collis got a man wide open out there, and that's Larry Beavers. He's got a first down and more. He'll get inside the 12, roll on to the 10, to maybe the 11, and they are going to get Everett Burns with a personal foul maybe here, one of the offensive linemen for the Doom, and I think this one's going to get a personal foul, John.
Yeah, I think you're right. Collis found Beavers wide open over the middle, and the Energy defense were doing everything they could to get that ball out of Beavers' hands, and a big lineman from the Doom came up and knocked about 3 of them down.
Well, it's definitely coming back. Now, the spot of the foul was around the 10, and they're going to move it back to the 20.
Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on the Doom.
So, but it's still first down for the Doom right along the 20-yard line. 2:09 on your clock. The penalty did stop the clock. Luke Collis will come over here and get the call from his coach on the sideline. Beavers to the far side. Cuts to this near side. Motion man will be Wise. Romeo Gilbert is your full. Look, and going to Christian Wise, and he just beat a man, and he beat him bad in the corner, and he got a touchdown.
Christian Wise, the explosive one, with the touchdown. Another perfect throw from Collis. And I don't know when the scoring's going to stop tonight, but we've put up 21 apiece, it looks like, in the first quarter, and there's still plenty of time for a couple more scores.
So 21-20. Heck will come with the extra point out of the hold of Marcus Brooks. Touch, kick, up and good. 21 apiece. We'll keep it right here. We'll go to, let's see if we can go down to Hannah on the sidelines. Go ahead, Hannah.
Alrighty, guys, it's obviously really loud in here, but just so you know, there are 4 guys on the Doom roster that played at Fort Valley State University, so they're very used to this energy and the band itself. But I also wanted to say, you know, it's the battle of the bands. What about the battle on the field? Back to you guys.
Thank you, Hannah. And both bands have cranked it up now. Eric, go ahead.
I'm seeing number 52 for the Doom out there on special teams. And I could tell you who that was, but who is 52? Anyway, he is waving for the crowd to for the bands to okay. And now that's funny. He's waving for the crowd, for the band to quit playing, and then we have another player waving at the band to keep playing louder. So one obviously likes loud music, and one may be getting a headache from all this noise.
Yeah, that's Quentin Johnson, number 52 for the Doom. And so Heck will kick it away, and it'll be out of the back of the end zone. So the Energy will bring it out, and they'll have their third possession of the night. John, so far, David Washington, the quarterback for this Energy football team, has been on the money with his throw.
He's been perfect. I think he's only had to throw three passes so far for 2 touchdowns, but he's been spot on and hitting people in the numbers right now.
Coach Bryson will give him the play. He'll come to his huddle. And let's see who he goes with. He goes with Mackey to that far side. Underneath will be Floyd. And the motion man this time will be Andre Dixon. And Dixon goes in motion. Throws out in the flat, and he's got his man out there, and that's Mackey. Mackey broke away and goes on to the races. 10-5, he's going to score a touchdown. Had him dead to rights along the 25-yard line maybe, and he got away.
Mackey is a big old wide receiver. He's 6'2", 220 pounds of big, strong receiver, something you don't see in the Arena League way often, but he just broke a few tackles. I'm sure Coach Stingley is not real happy about that.
Yeah, he got it on the 22-yard line, their own 22, and took it the distance. Amaya with the extra point, a little bit of a high snap. Holder got it down that time, and the holder, of course, was Andre Dixon. Well, let's go down to Hannah Jett on the sidelines. Hannah, high-scoring affair. It's been back and forth. These teams have scored at will.
Exactly, and I just heard Coach Stingley say, get it together, guys. He's obviously frustrated, as Shawn was just mentioning, but he also kept, he keeps his calm as far as a good coach can. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, they'll have Cuts on one side back. He'll be the up back. Christian Wise will go back deep again. Amaya will do the honors for the Energy, and they lead it 28-21.
Wise back deep to receive.
So let's see what the Doom can they answer here. Luke Collis is 3 for 3 perfect on his throws for touchdowns tonight. Had another one that was almost perfect as well too, but got pulled away. Wise will go outside and whoa, man, did he get picked up and slammed down hard that time by the Energy, number 14 on the play, John.
That's Reggie Thomas with probably the biggest hit of the night. Christian Wise paid for bringing that ball out, but you don't have a whole lot of choice in arena ball, and that's going to finally end the first quarter.
28-21. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this message. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to the Macon Citraplex. Russell Deese, John Kaiser, Hannah Jett Moore down on the sideline. We begin the second period of play, and it has been plenty of offense so far. 28-21, and Luke Collis will lead the Doom up to the line with 3 touchdowns under his belt. Antoine Cuts will be his motion man. Tagging, going to toss it to Gilbert. Romeo Gilbert is going to come outside. He's going to go from the 10, get to the 13, and we're going to get a late flag come in here. And it looked like number 79, Chris Hartman, got tied up with somebody down there on the energy side, and let's see. And looks like it may go against personal foul. It's going to go against the energy. He blocked the man late into the wall down there on the run, John, and unfortunately I think the energy player got caught on a little bit of a retaliation, which is usually the case.
Yeah, it seemed that way. Good gain, good way to start a drive for the Doom. And let's go. I'll go 3 plays before a touchdown. How about you?
I'm going the under, 2. Cuts to the far side. Collis will look, got pressure, and he got it away in time, but they came on him pretty quick that time.
Yeah, he had pressure in his face that time. You don't see that a whole lot, but they did a good job getting to him a little bit and forced Collis to rush his throw. He was looking long for sure.
2nd down and 10. Ball rest on the 23-yard line. Beavers will be your motion man this time. Gilbert will be your full. Drop straight back. Collis put the ball on the ground, and they're going to turn it over. And one of the Doom players lost his helmet, and big number 90 is going to come up with it for the energy.
Maurice Chavis with the fumble recovery. And remember, Russell, the first game of the year, Luke was having a little trouble getting the snap, and that's the first time it's happened since then, but that's a huge turnover right there.
That is a big turnover. 13-40 and the energy just coming off a score. Doom trying to mount a drive, and a bad exchange between the center and the quarterback. And big number 90 got on it that time. Maurice Chavis, 6'2", 305 out of the University of Texas, El Paso.
I'd give him a little more than 305 these days.
I believe he might be a little healthier now.
He's a big boy.
They'll go trips to the far side this time, and now they're going to run that tailback we've heard so much about. And a late flag's going to come in. I'm not for sure if they're going to get a hold call, and they might. But Josh Doster has been a force to be reckoned with early in this season for this Carolina Energy team. And it looks like they're going to get a hold maybe on Daquan Murray. And let's see what the call is here. And that's going to be right about, yep, that's exactly what they're going to get. 1 yard into the play. Got a hold. So it'll be first down, but they'll back them up to the 21.
Big break for the Doom. Would have been a nice game. Doster runs low to the ground. He runs like a fullback. But he had a big hole right there.
Good to bring it 1st and 19. This time they'll put Dixon as the motion man, and off he'll go. Washington will look straight back, going to throw a long ball, and the defender fell down for the Doom. And Shawn Kaiser was supposed to be back there on the coverage.
Andre Dixon looking for a flag. He got bumped about 10 yards, but no call. It looked like he was just running his route, and they kind of got tangled up. Good no call for the Doom right there.
Mackey and Floyd will be your wideouts along with Dixon. And now they'll back off Mackey as the motion. Look. Quarterback's going to take off and run. And he's going to get all the way across the 25 to the 28. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 12 they're going to get. We'll call it 13.
3rd down and 12.
They'll make it 12.
Washington couldn't find anyone open that time. Good coverage right then. Now let's remember they probably have 2 plays to get these 12 yards, so let's see if we can play a little defense right here.
Mackey will go to the far side, Floyd to this near side. Dixon will be your motion. Drop straight back. Got time. Now they'll come on him. He'll try to get away. Going to throw it in the middle of the field, incomplete. Had good coverage again downfield by the Doom that time.
Good defense. The defense is realizing it's a very important time in this football game. They need a stop. And right now we have a 4th and 12, so one play and we get the football back.
And we've got another flag down. Let's see what that was. It's going to be holding on the energy. Now you got a 3rd down and 13, or 12. Do you back them up or do you leave it? They're going to decline it, I believe.
Derek Stingley showing a little confidence in his defense right here.
28-21. This is going to be a big set of downs after the turnover. The Doom would like to get this ball back and no damage be done. Perry Floyd will be your motion man. They'll go Dixon to that far side along with Mackey. Drop back. Got time. They came on him. Got a hand on him, but he's going to be short. He's going to be tackled back there by number 4, Kaiser. Kaiser got him dead to rights on the 14. He had to get to the 10 to pick up a new set of downs.
Shawn Kaiser makes his first big play as a member of the Georgia Doom. He held him about 2 yards too short of that first down. The Georgia Doom take over with a chance to tie this football game.
Hannah, I'll come down to you now. That was a big defensive series for the Doom after the turnover. No damage done. It's got to be good for them there.
Also want to wish happy birthday to Sterling Linton.
And I think Hannah didn't hear me.
Retired Army.
Hang on, Hannah. I'll come back to you again in a second here. So the Doom take over on their 13-yard line. Man goes in motion. Luke Collis looks. Fires it underneath. Got his man along the 20. He'll fall into the 23. And that's Larry Beavers on the reception up to the 22-yard line. Maybe the 23. And it's going to be close to a first down. Let's see if they give it to him. They do. Let's go down the sideline. Hannah, I got you now.
Well, Kaiser's also obviously bringing the momentum, but I also wanted to mention that the guys have been practicing at Central City Park due to the Macon Mayhem in that President's Cup action. We want to wish them, a great season. We're super proud of them with their season. Back to you guys.
Thank you so much, Hannah. That's right. We have not mentioned that. Heartbreaking loss last night here at the Centralplex for the Mayhem. Collis is going to go back, but we're going to get somebody outside. We're going to get a false start on the Doom on a 1st and 10 play. That'll back them up 5. Yeah, the Mayhem played here last night. They had a 2-1 lead with 3 minutes left in the game. Gave up the tying goal, made it 2-2, and immediately about 45 seconds into that sudden death overtime, they got scored on, and that ended their season. They were the President's Cup champion last year. Made it all the way to the semifinals and pushed it to Game 3 this year. So another great season for the Macon Mayhem.
No doubt about it. The Macon Centralplex, kudos to them. They've done a great job getting this place ready for a football game after a hockey game last night.
Collis under center, going to drop and look. Pressure's going to come on. Now he's going to make a bad throw and throw it out of bounds. Luckily, because he had coverage down here on, I believe that was Beavers. No, that was number 8. That was Antoine Cutts.
Collis definitely trying to get that football into the stands right there. He barely could get it over and out of bounds because he was throwing it 25 yards down the field, but I think his intention was to get that ball off of the playing field.
So I'm not for sure what's going on here now. We've got a 2nd down. They didn't move the ball back. That's right. They had to move the ball back on that 5-yard penalty. So moves the ball back to the 17-yard line. Make it the 18. Beavers will go in motion. Collis is going to look straight back. Going to go to Beavers. Got him if he can get it there. Knocked away. Beautiful play by the defensive back that time for the Energy, and he closed hard on it.
That looks like number 8, Cameron Sullivan maybe, that made that play.
Let's go down to Hannah real quick. Go ahead, Hannah.
I just spoke with the fan who made that catch on the last play. Randy Russell is his name. He said he's never played football, but if the score gets high enough, he'll go in.
Thank you, Hannah. That was a good catch. He kind of went over the back of the chair, got both hands on it, looked it in. Can't ask for nothing more than that. Collis will drop straight back. This time he's going to throw into double coverage, and it's going to be picked off. And that was not very good right there.
That's Reggie Thomas with a nice interception of Collis. Collis underthrew him just a tad, but there is a flag on the middle of the field right now.
Antoine Cutts was who he was trying to go to, and they went over the top. Let's see, is it going to go against the Energy? And it is.
Big break for the Georgia Doom. They're going to keep the football.
Coach Bryson ain't going to be happy about that, that's for sure.
Definitely not. Beautiful interception by Reggie Thomas. It is not going to count.
And now we're going to get a flag, and it's going to come late, and they're going to get it on the coach. And I believe it is going to be a dead ball personal foul. And this is going to be on. No, it was delay a game. That's what they got him on. So they got a 5-yard penalty back, and now they'll add 5 more to it. They got the coach on delaying the game.
Yeah, Carolina's not a happy bunch over there right now on the sidelines. So let's see if the Doom can take advantage.
Well, let's see. That would have put the ball at the 22, which would have been, I don't know if it's second down, first down, what it is. I believe it's first down and about 5.
We're going to score on the next 2 plays. So, you know, downs are important in football, but I don't think it's going to be important right here.
So, and they'll go with Romeo Gilbert, and they'll try to do a little trap play with him, and the fullback will pick up maybe 2, maybe 3 down to the 21-yard line of the Energy.
There's the, okay, so it's second down and about 4. We finally have found the down marker.
DeMarcus Sweat is now the other wideout on the field. So they'll go Beavers, Sweat. And Cutts. Cutts will be the motion man this time. Collis with an awfully long count that time. Throws it underneath to a man. Got him at the 15, got him to the 10. He'll roll on into the 7-yard line, and it'll be first and goal for Larry Beavers. And Collis was patient on that throw that time, John Kaiser, and that's why it worked.
Nice gain right there. Beavers hanging around in that corner almost against the sideline. And then he cut it back to the middle, gained 7 or 8 more yards. Nice play right there.
So we'll get a substitution man come in for the Energy on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like Maurice Chavis has got him a new set of gloves on that defensive front. Sweat will be the wideout down in this corner. They'll look, and Luke Collis is going to put the ball on the ground again, but they're going to call it an incomplete forward pass.
And that could be fortunate right there that was ruled an incomplete pass.
Yeah, we'll get back and look at that replay on the delay we've got up here in the booth. See if we can find out what happened on that.
Second and goal.
So the scoring has slowed down a lot. No scores yet so far in the second quarter. A little bit of defense starting to show up.
This time they'll bring Cuts and Sweat to this far side. Beavers will be the motion. Gilbert will be your full. Collis on a second down, right up underneath, and he's got Larry Beavers on a touchdown. Larry Beavers on a touchdown.
Collis' fourth touchdown of the game, Beavers' second touchdown of the game, and we're a point away from tying this thing up.
So a good night for Luke Collis. Probably the most sustained drive either one of these teams has had was that one. And, of course, there was a lot of penalties along the way. Got a key one on an interception play that would have turned the ball over, but the Doom got the ball back on an encroachment call. Then picked up 5 more on a delay of game call. Got it down to the 7 and got a play in for a touchdown. Extra point, no good, but there's a flag, and we're going to get, I believe it's going to be encroachment of the defense, so Hunter Heck will get his opportunity to tie this game back up. So Hunter Heck will line up once again and try to get the extra point to tie this game up, 28-27. Marcus Brooks with the hold for the Doom. Snap, touch, kick is up. Kick is good. Timeout on the field, 5:21 to go in this first half. 28 all. We'll be back after this timeout.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Welcome back. Let's quickly go down to the sideline ahead of Denver.
Obviously very loud in here, but I also wanted to mention to y'all and to our viewers that this is the Bring a Kid to the Game game. It's a special where kids can get in free for the Doom. They've been spending a couple of the last couple of weeks rather at schools, and that's what it's really all about for the Doom.
Yeah, we've got a good crowd, especially here on the home side. We've got of course it's arena football, not really a home side. But we've got a good crowd here tonight. Hunter Heck will kick it off, and it'll go out of the back of the end zone. And so the energy will take over after the touchback. 5:21, 28 all. I'm not for sure why the scoreboard reflects 29. Am I missing something? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not.
Well, if you're missing it, I'm missing it too, because I'm pretty sure it's 28-28, and as we speak, obviously someone is watching our broadcast because the score has changed.
Yep, 28 all. So Washington will come out and try to do some damage for the energy. Going to take it, he's going to leave it with that big tailback, and the Doom has certainly shut him down so far. He's only had a couple of runs. I think the Doom came in looking for him. Maybe the energy decided to go away a little bit from that early in the game because they were pretty sure that Macon had been scheming for it all week.
Aaron Appleby all over that play. Stopped the running back cold. Very, very short gain, if any gain at all. It doesn't look like it was any gain right there. Good job by Aaron Appleby.
So now they got Quentin Atkinson who's to this near side, sent a man in motion, Mackey. Gonna look, gonna go long, And that's got to be a push-off on the energy. How are they going to call that on the Doom? And they are going to call it on the Doom.
They got Shawn Kaiser there for pass interference.
And I don't blame the objection on the call if they call it on him. And they did.
They're going to call interference on the Doom.
Wow.
Where's the respect for the veteran, Russell?
Well, going back and looking at it, what they're going to say is he was holding him on that arm, on that down arm side. And he certainly got pushed off on, but we'll call it a good flag.
Didn't hurt too bad.
So Mackey will be, and now they'll go to Doster again. And Josh Doster will go from the 20, and he'll go into the 15, so 5 yards at a clip. And that's exactly what you want out of your running game in arena football.
You know, when you can run the football, just like in normal football, it's a clock buster. You know, it keeps the other offense off of the field, which is never a bad idea, especially in a high-scoring game like this.
So they'll go Dixon to that far side. They won't have a motion man this side, and they're going to get a flag, and I'm not sure who they're going to call on it here. Now, will it be encroachment, or will they get the wide out for moving early over there on that side? And it looked like it was Devin Mackey that may have moved early on that play. Their wideouts now are going to be Dixon, Devin Mackey, and Perry Floyd. And they call it on the Doom, and it's going to be 5 yards, and it's going to be a new set of downs. Floyd, Dixon, and Mackey all to that far side. Doster is your fullback out of a shotgun this time, Washington. Got time, going to play and take it himself. Going to get inside the 5, going to lean in. Is he going to get a score? Or are they going to call him out? Let's see what they call. I believe they're going to call him down inside the 1.
Down inside the 1 is what it's looking for.
Maybe right at the 1.
Washington is a big young man running that football.
6'3", 225 out of Old Dominion. They'll go trips to that far side again. Doster will take a direct snap, and he'll just bulldoze his way in. And that'll be a touchdown for the Energy. And with the help of a pass interference and then an offside, the Energy make it look easy with 3:24 in the clock running to make it 34-28.
Plenty of time for the Georgia Doom to come back and tie this game up before halftime. It's a high-scoring game, no doubt.
34-28, extra point is up, and the extra point is good. We'll take a timeout, 2:58 to go in the half. Energy lead at 35-28. You're listening to American Arena League football on DSBN Sports. Your home of the Georgia Doom. We'll be back. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to the Centralplex, better known as Skull Island on game day. Live from Macon, and the Energy have answered back 35-28. Here's a high kick, be taken about 4 yards deep in the end zone. Christian Rise got room to run down this near sideline, bring it out to about the 15 before he's brought down. And let's see where they mark him. Probably going to be along the 13, I believe that is correct. Don't forget to stick around at halftime. Hannah Jett Moore will be with Coach Derek Stingley as we get his thoughts going in to half. 2:52 before the half ends. 35-28. Energy on top. Urge you to come on down if you haven't made it yet. Got a big halftime festivities coming up. The Battle of the Bands between Fort Valley State University and Albany State University. Luke Collis going to look. Got a man out there in the flat that time. And that was Larry Beavers. And he's going to go from the 13 to the 18, maybe the 19. We'll give him the 19. Pickup of 6, second down and 4. Clock ticks with 2:16 to go. Doom trail by 7. 35-28.
I'm kind of thinking it might get a little bit loud at halftime. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I believe it's going to get rather loud. Christian Wise to this side. Cuts will be a slot to this side. Larry Beavers will be your motion man. Romeo Gilbert waiting for Luke Collis, and let's see, we're going to get a delay of game, and yes, they will. And Derek Stingley is vividly upset about that.
Delay of game penalty.
Yeah, I was watching Collis. Collis wasn't too happy about it either. A little miscommunication between coach and receiver, it looked like, and it's going to cost the Doom 5 yards.
I think Coach Stingley was as upset with his offensive coordinator as he was with his player that time. Took too long to get in there on the field on that. Moving back 5 with 1:43. That takes them from the 19 to the 14. Second down now and about 9 to go. Beavers in motion. Cuts underneath. Look, going to throw out in the flat, and he just flat overthrew him into the end zone. And there's going to be a flag down, and let's see, is it going to be encroachment? And I believe it is, because it looks like to me that Christopher Kane, number 65, is not a happy camper.
Yeah, that call immediately thrown, and Kane pretty much knew it was him, so that's going to get our 5 yards back. We've got 1:27 to get it in the end zone. Plenty of time in arena ball. Let's see if we can get this thing tied up.
Second and 5.
1:16 and the clock runs. As we roll toward the 60-second mark, Doom trail 35-28. Been a very entertaining game and a competitive game. Collis gonna look, got Larry Beavers. Touchdown in the corner. Doom.
Georgia.
Larry Beavers makes a grab, and he just outran the man on a little flat fly route. And he posted up on about the 5-yard line. And when he did, he turned his back to him, and he was gone.
Collis basically had one place he could put that football, and he put it in there perfectly. Beavers running the route, not scared of the hard wall damage that was going to take place on his body, and he came up with a great catch.
Yes, he did. So Hunter Heck trying to stay perfect on the night and knock this thing up at 35 apiece. Snap, touch, kick is up, kick is good. Timeout on the field. Doom 35, Energy 35. We'll be back after this timeout.
In the first half.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily. Use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
And welcome back to the Macon Centralplex. Russell Deese, John Kaiser, Hannah Jett Moore down on the sidelines. We got 60 seconds to go in the first half. It's the 3-1 Carolina Energy against the 2-1 Georgia Doom. A battle for second place in this division. And we're all knotted up at 35 apiece.
Most importantly, the best thing that's happened in the first half is Hannah has not been close to being hit yet, which is a huge improvement from the last time we were here.
Yep, Hannah almost got run over by a freight train 2 weeks ago. But she did fine. She got out of the way.
Oh, come on.
We're just looking out for your health, Hannah.
Coach Stingley had to grab her last week, 2 weeks ago.
Hunter Heck will kick it off. Back deep will be Mackey. Make that Perry Floyd. Go out of the back of the end zone. So Carolina will come up and start first down and 10. With the ball on the 20.
And see, this is what we're able to do right here, Russell. We don't have to go to Hannah because you know she's dying to make her remark back right now.
Right.
And we're not giving her that opportunity.
Oh, heck. Let's go down to Hannah on the sidelines anyway. Don't let him give you too hard of a time, Hannah.
There we go. I'm by Coach Stingley, so he'll tell me to get out of the way if I need to. Also, guys, if you saw a couple of plays ago, we had Hunter Heck's mom with one of the game balls. She was getting super excited. Hunter, not so much. She was like, Mom, calm down.
Thank you, Hannah. Hannah will be with Coach Stingley as we go to a half. Tried to throw it out this time in the flat out here to Mackey, and it falls incomplete. So Washington, with 58.5 seconds left, will bring him up on a second down and 10 play from his own 20. Dixon will be your motion man this time, and he's off to the races. Washington going to throw in the flat, incomplete. Tried to go out that time again. I believe that was Devin Mackey he was throwing it to. No, this time it was number 3, Perry Floyd. So it's third down play coming up, 3rd and 10. Clock stopped at 45 seconds in the half. 35 apiece. It's been an interesting visit to Skull Island so far tonight.
Carolina's got some interesting receivers. Big guys, unlike most Arena Football League receivers.
Mackey to this near side, Floyd to the other. Washington going to drop. Going to look, going to throw it underneath, and he got a man and caught it, and he bounced off a man for a touchdown. Goodness gracious. Caught it on the 15, had good coverage right there. Perry Floyd made an outstanding catch. To Doom right there to try to meet him on the play. Couldn't make it happen.
Got to make that tackle right there. Coach Stingley's not going to be happy about that. Perry Floyd gets his second touchdown of the game.
And I believe that was Derek Patterson that got crossed up on the coverage that time. So with 33.8 seconds to go, the extra point will come. Snap, touch, kick is up. And is it good? It is good. So 42-35 and 30 seconds to go here. Let's see, we'll keep it right here for right now. But John, we expected some fireworks here tonight. After I've watched, had an opportunity to go back and look at some of the earlier energy games, they have not gone to the run like we thought they would. They came in as a team with the reputation of running the football more than anybody else in the league this year. And they've given the ball to Washington and let him do his thing here tonight, and he's done it.
And yes, he has. David Washington, a fine-looking quarterback out of Old Dominion. He's halfway to 80, and right now it looks like the first one to 80 may win this football game.
Erica Maya will kick it off. Kristen Wise will be the deep man for the Doom. 30.5 seconds to go in this half. 42-35. High kick. Wise will take it about 7 yards deep. Come to the 5, come to the 10. Gets to about the 13-yard line. And Sandy Chapman stopped him right there.
All right, they left us 25 seconds, Russell. That was the mistake they made.
Got to make them pay when they leave that much time on the clock. So Beavers will be out there. Across the front, of course, for the Doom. It's going to be Burns, Hartman, and Hernandez. Luke Collis will be your quarterback. Romeo Gilbert will be at full. And Collis will get his play in from the sideline with 25.1 seconds.
We want to give a shout out to this week's Man of the Week, Steve Canelo. Thank you so much for being a
So
Georgia
Cuts will be out there. Beavers will be your motion man. And will he get a delay of game? I believe they will.
Looks like it. Big penalty to start the drive off.
Delay of game against the Doom.
And it will be a delay of game against the Doom. And they'll back them up 5.
Plenty of time to score.
So they'll have Christian Wise, Larry Beavers, and Antoine Cuts as your wideouts in the game. 42-35 is your score, as Washington has led the Energy on another score to answer the Doom. Beavers in motion, going to go straight back. Going to throw underneath and got Beavers at the 25. He'll be spun down, maybe the 24. Clock will run with 16, and let's see. Did the Doom call timeout? No, they stopped the clock to move it.
Move the chains. First down, Doom.
Larry Beavers has been the guy tonight for Collis. He's thrown to him early and often, and he has come through with some big plays.
Timeout. We'll keep it right here with only 16.4 seconds to go in this half. When we go away at halftime, we'll maybe try to get up some other scores in the league here tonight. See if we can get some updates for you. .42-35 is your score. Good crowd on here tonight. Visitor side, both sides started to fill up nicely as the bands get ready for the Battle of the Bands here at halftime between Albany State University and Fort Valley State University.
Very nice crowd, very nice crowd. I mean, where else can you come and watch professional athletes dancing constantly?
So Christian Wise will go to that far side. Cuts will be your slot. Beavers will be the motion man. 16.4 seconds to go to the half. Doom trail by 7. Collis gonna look, got a man underneath, and he caught it and dropped it. My goodness, had it on the 8. Christian Wise tried to run with it before he had it, couldn't tuck it away.
Perfect throw by Collis. You know Wise is upset with himself after dropping that one.
Got to make that play, and if you're Luke Collis, you gotta just forget about that play immediately here. 10.4 seconds.
That's the most difficult part of this. Only 10 seconds left. You know, you get 2 plays maybe, and that's it.
Christian Wise will be the motion man. Beavers to one side, this near side. Antoine Cuts to the other. Motion man is off. Collis almost dropped it. He almost had to take off, run in. It's picked off by the Energy. Got a man running the other way. Collis is going to have to try to tackle him and does. Down on the 14-yard line, but the clock will run out. Let's see. And let's see. I think the Energy want 1 second back on the clock. And now a late flag comes in as well, too. Wow. Bad time for a turnover for the Doom.
Well, once again, Collis had trouble with the snap, and by the time he got back, the linemen were on him. I think it was all caused by the trouble getting the snap from center. Just threw the play off a little bit. Collis with probably his worst decision of the night after having a 5-touchdown first half.
Reggie Thomas with the interception. Let's see what's going to happen here. They're going to give him 1 play?
I think so, and that'll lead to a field goal attempt.
Yeah, they're going to get a penalty to boot on top of it.
Ball's placed on the 7-yard line.
So what you do here is you're going to kick a field goal. Now, I'd be careful here and maybe look for something. Well, no, they don't have the personnel out there. So, Andre Dixon's going to hold. Erica Maya. And the Doom are going to call a timeout. Don't forget, one tick left here. 42-35, Energy lead it. Hannah Detmore will be on the sideline with Coach Stingley as we go to halftime. Maybe we can get Coach Bryson coming out second half, and that's what we'll try to do. So, the Doom have handed the Energy a golden opportunity here to go up 10 at the half instead of being down only by 7. He'll kick this one from the 17, up and good. So 45-35 now, a 10-point lead. And that rolled the clock, and that's going to do it. And that ends the half. Well, we'll wait for Hannah to get the coach here in just a second. John Kaiser, your thoughts on this football team certainly improving each week. Let's go down to, before we go any further, let's go down to Hannah on the sideline with the coach. Go ahead, Hannah.
Coach, we can expect the battle of the bands now, but it's been a battle tonight. What's your message in halftime to kind of minimize those mistakes and penalties so far?
I mean, it's basically defense. We're not playing real good defense. Offense is doing what they're supposed to do. I mean, I know we just had an interception at the end of the half, but at the same time, we have to make tackles. You know, we got missed assignments. It's penalties again. I ain't taking anything away from Carolina, but we are shooting ourselves in the foot.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Hannah. Halftime now, 45-35. John, quickly some thoughts before we go to the break here.
Well, just like Coach Stingley said, we're going to have to play a little bit of defense, slow them down a little bit. The offense performed, defense not so good, but we're in the football game at the half.
We'll go to the half. They'll get ready for the Battle of the Bands here between Albany State and Fort Valley State. Due to copyright reasons, we will not show that to you, but I'm sure you'll hear about it because it'll be an excellent halftime performance. If you're not here, you need to get here. 45-35, Energy lead it. We'll pay some bills. We'll come back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Hey folks, every now and then we're a little tight on cash. Well, if you're tight on cash, we want to encourage you to visit Pawn Max Incorporated, located at 2404 Pinona Avenue. Pawn Max is the place to get a loan or sell your valuables, hassle-free, making it easy to turn your unwanted gold, jewelry, tools, even firearms into cash. Why let your pieces collect dust when you need to collect dollars? They're licensed and insured and will give you the best money for your items. Go visit them today at 2404 Pinona Avenue right here in Macon, or visit them online at pawnmaxinc.com. Hey folks, it's Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. You know, there comes a time when we all start to look for a brand new or even a newer automobile, and as a consumer, your choices have always been limited as to where to shop, and secondly, what to do with your current car. Take it to the local dealer and trade it in for wholesale, ride around town with that ugly for sale sign in the back window, or park it in your driveway and hope somebody stops by and they're really there to look at your car. Well, that's where the fine folks at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue in Macon come in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For almost 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the alternative to giving your car away to the local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market the car yourself. The professional staff at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has 35 years of experience in the automobile industry, and they're there solely to help you through the process of selling or buying your next car. If you have a car and you're ready to sell it, let the folks at You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em show you how to maximize your vehicle's marketing and financial potential today. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, the car lot for you. Remember folks, don't just park it, sell it. Give them a call today, 478-254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches, we put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery, and our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority, now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
This just in. A large storm in the Gulf has all but decimated the entire Gulf shrimping industry, with the exception of a lone shrimping boat manned by a legless veteran and a young gentleman that hasn't stopped waving at our cameras or telling us his mama's advice. Odd. In completely unrelated news, Kudzu Seafood Company, the authentic Gulf Coast seafood restaurant that brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Working! Hey! Working! Hey!
Middle Georgia, get ready. The new arena football team, the Georgia Doom, is here, and you can participate in their inaugural season. Get your season tickets now.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Hey folks, every now and then we're a little tight on cash. Well, if you're tight on cash, we want to encourage you to visit Pawn Max Incorporated, located at 2404 Pinona Avenue. Pawn Max is the place to get a loan.
Brought the coast to Middle Georgia, has also cornered the shrimp market in Central Georgia. Barbecue shrimp and cheese grits, buffalo shrimp, firecracker shrimp tacos, shrimp po' boys, shrimp burgers, shrimp baskets, and Dr. Pepper, all on 3rd Street in downtown Macon. Stay tuned for more breaking news.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming.
All right, welcome back here at, we got back from the half. We had a little internet connection problem there. 45-35. Let's quickly go down to the sideline to Hannah Moore. Got Coach Bryson down there on the field.
Quickly, Coach. I know you guys saw the battle on the field in the first half, obviously. Any adjustments that you made at halftime?
Yeah, it is. There are things that we see that they're doing. We saw on film, and we made some proper adjustments. Our quarterback has to read them, the receiver. But the receiver's sitting on the wall. They got both guys coming down. When both guys come down like that, we got to hit them deep. So we look for us, the first play of the season, score a touchdown.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, no problem.
All right, thank you, Hannah. Sorry we were late getting to you on that. Had a technical difficulty as we get ready for the second half. Okay, John Kaiser, let's talk about the first half here a little bit. Opportunities for both of these football teams. They took advantage of them, but the Doom were the ones that made the mistakes.
We did make a few too many mistakes. We're giving them the football. We're kicking off to them in the second half to start off. So, the next 2 minutes when we see what Carolina does with the football, I mean, it could be a 10-point game, or if that thing climbs to 17, it's a tough hole to dig out of for sure.
Luke Collis was 14 of 22, 210, 5 touchdowns and 2 interceptions in that first half. And the Doom are going to do an onside kick, and he's going to touch it too soon, and it's going to go out, and the flag's going to be thrown. Larry Beavers had 8 receptions, 130 yards is what I got, John, and 3 touchdowns.
Big first half for Beavers, but let's remember he did cough it up one time when we were in good field position to score, but he came back strong. Nobody else, none of the other receivers have really stepped up, and that's missing Frederick Abraham, who's been big before he got hurt, and now he's missed the last 2 games.
Antoine Cuts, in that first half, we got him 3 receptions, 40 yards and a touchdown. And Christian Wise had 30 yards receiving on 2 receptions and a touchdown. And we had 1 touchdown, and they run that big tail back in there. And let's see, got a flag back around the 8-yard line as we start this second half. We appreciate everybody tuning in. We got knocked off the air there at halftime.
By the way, guys, did you not just see me almost get hit?
Yeah, where are you
Oh,
at?
my
Back
goodness.
in the corner of the end zone. We missed it.
I'm disappointed. I'm trying to join the team.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replay now. You were running for your life over there in that corner.
Hannah Jet Moore, your mother just called, said to get off of the field.
So a holding penalty is going to back it up. David Washington will face a first down and go from there. Look, Doom going to come on him. Now he's got to run. He's got a man in the back of the end zone.
Oh.
Incomplete and broken up nicely by Kaiser that time. He was trying to go to Andre Dixon. Gave him time to close on the play, John.
Kaiser, another big play. That was a touchdown. Great job of scrambling by Washington. Found somebody that was open, but Kaiser was able to break it up.
So second down. Washington will get his play from the sidelines. Dixon will go to that far side. Underneath here will be Floyd. Mackey will be the motion man. Doster is at full. Going to throw, and he's got a wide open man. He didn't even see the football. He went to the out, and he wanted him to go to the end.
That was Devin Mackey. Devin Mackey pointing to himself. Yes, that was my mistake, because Washington had the back of the end zone pretty much wide open.
So it's going to bring up a third down from the Doom 17-yard line after the failure of the onside kick. Mackey to that far side along with Dixon.
Here comes the Doom defense.
Floyd will be to this near side. on a 3rd down play. Gonna look, gonna throw in the end zone. It's gonna be incomplete. Dixon wanted a flag, but he's not gonna get it. As the Doom had a man in coverage over there, Deontay Dinkins.
Playing a tough defense.
So it looks like Carolina's going to go for this. It's 4th and goal from the 17. And no, here comes the field goal kicker. They're going to try a field goal.
And they'll switch out some personnel. And that'll bring Amaya in.
Let them hear you, Duke fans, yell out!
It's like about a 31-yard attempt.
Attempting a field goal.
And they're going to get a delay of game, and that's going to push them back even further.
Little hesitation making that decision, Russell. They weren't sure quite what they wanted to do, but they're going to try it from about 36 now.
4th and goal from the 22-yard line.
It's going to be about a 38-yard attempt here. Big play, good snap, gets a foot underneath it, up, and it is no good.
Missed it.
No good. Well, that is a big play.
Great defensive stand by the Georgia Doom, and now they're going to take over with good field position with a great chance to cut this lead down to 3.
They're going to have the ball on their 21. Christian Wise, Beavers will be your wideouts along with Antoine Cutts, and they do miss Abraham, that's for sure. But they put the points up here tonight so far.
Yeah, it hadn't been an offensive problem here. Been a defensive problem, and the defense comes out and gets a stop.
Gilbert will be at the fullback position on this near side. He's going to take, and man, he just missed the man. Antoine Cutts threw it behind him that time. Really one of the few bad passes we've seen Luke throw here tonight.
Collett's not happy with that pass. You could tell by his reaction as soon as he let it go. But he is a proven veteran, and he will recover from that.
All they do, 22-yard line.
Collis with time. They come on. He got a big block from his fullback. He's got Larry Beavers inside the 15, inside the 10. He'll go all the way down to about the 7, maybe the 6. And they're going to give him the 6, and it's going to be 1st and goal for Beavers there.
Does not get any better than that. Collis found the receiver, but had to get it over the head of Daquan Lucas. Made a perfect pass, and Beavers did the rest. Big play for the Doom.
1st down and goal, trailing by 10. 45-35. This game was knotted up with less than 2 minutes to go in that first half. And the Energy scored twice.
1st and goal from the 6.
1 touchdown and a field goal. Going to throw a little touch pass. And Larry Beavers is going to have another touchdown on the night. And Beavers has had a great night. That's going to be his 4th touchdown of the night. So that makes it a 45-41 game. And Hunter Heck will try to close the gap to 3.
Collis threaded the needle on that. Perfect pass. And he's got 6 tonight now.
So Hunter Heck will try to remain perfect on the night as well, too, as he'll line up to get this extra point. Snap, touch, kick is up. That kick is good. Timeout on the field. Doom closes it to within 3, 45-42. We'll be back after this timeout. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma to what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to DSBN Sports presentation of the American Arena League. Here live from Skull Island at the Macon Central Plex, home of the Georgia Doom. Doom closed within 3. Down on the sideline, Hannah Denmore.
Well, guys, before I was getting ragged on for almost getting tackled, Larry Beavers leaned over and said, "We're going to get the momentum." When he scored that touchdown, running by me, kind of gave me that look like, see? Back to you guys.
Very good, very good. Big stop and answer it with a touchdown, John Kaiser. They need to do it again right here.
Oh, yeah. The offense is clicking. The Beavers from Collis is working. Another defensive stop, and we are in good shape right here.
Hunter Hick will kick it off. And it'll sail out of the back of the end zone and over the head of Perry Floyd. And so, the Energy will try to answer here now.
Speaking of energy, Russell, the energy in this place, it's an electric home field advantage tonight for sure. Definitely the biggest crowd of the year. The bands make it like a college atmosphere. This place is rocking in favor of the Georgia Doom right now.
I agree. Time for the defense to step up. Energy going to try to answer here. They want to.
Let's go D.
Take and going to give it to that big tailback, and he's going to try to get on the corner, and he's going to get a little yardage, but not a whole lot. And we're going to get a flag come in late, and I'm not for sure if they're going to call that a late hit or not. And they may well. Got from the 20 to the 23, maybe to 24. Let's see what the call is.
I think they're going to get Roland Bordelon. He kind of jumped in there at the end. And that's what they did.
Personal foul against the Doom.
And it is going to be a personal foul against the Doom, and that's going to move it all the way to the Doom 17-yard line. To that far side will go Perry Floyd, and he'll be joined on that side by Dixon.
One of those unforced errors by the Doom.
Mackey will come in motion. They'll leave it with that big tailback. And the Doom stop him after a short gain of about a yard. And I believe he has hurt his shoulder, and he is coming out. And I don't know what has happened to him, but he is hurt. And he was holding that shoulder, and I don't know if it's a stinger.
It's kind of what it looks like, Russell, like that shoulder kind of went numb on him a little bit. He's wanting to go back out on the field. Or no, he's going straight to the locker room, it looks like.
He's going to the locker room. I'm not for sure he ain't popped that shoulder out, and they're fixing to go pop it back in for him.
Would not surprise me if he's back in about 2 minutes.
And I'm thinking his shoulder and instead of an elbow, the way he's carrying it. And he is upset. So now they'll throw it out in the flat, and they got a blocker, and it was a good play. And was there a flag on the sideline over there? No, there was not. And he swung it out there that time to Perry Floyd, and he picked up good yardage. And he's going to come up about, the ball was marked on, I believe, the 17, got to get to about the 7. He's made it to the 9. We're going to call it 2 yards to go. Maybe about a yard instead.
Let's go defense.
Take and going to ride with a new tailback in the game. And that's number 25 in there this time, and that's Lazarus Shelby. Listed at 6'1", 265.
He's a big old man, too. And Carolina, just because they lost Oster, they still want to run the football down here. And like we talked about, running the clock is not something you see very often in arena football.
Yeah, he's a big guy. I'm not sure he's 265, though. He may be. Flag on the play, and they're going to get motion against, I believe, the energy here.
He's a well put together 265 if he's 265.
Yeah. 45-42. Here's your score. Doster has gone to the locker room.
First and goal from about the 8-yard line.
First and goal from the 8 now. Floyd and Dixon to this near side. Going to throw it out in the flat to Floyd. Going to get to the 5, going to get to the 4, going to fight his way to the 3 before they stop him. Second and goal from the 3.
6:30 left in the third quarter.
Deny the energy.
Georgia could use a stop right here. Let's see what we can do.
Close this gap to within 3 with a touchdown to start the second half after a defensive stand stopped the energy on their opening possession. Mackey will go to that far side along with Dixon.
Let's go D.
Floyd will be the motion man. They'll take and they'll give it underneath. The other quarterback will keep it. He'll step inside to the 3, and on a little quarterback fake, he will not get it, and it's going to bring up a third down and goal.
Great defense right there. Aaron Appleby once again the first guy to hit him. He's not as big as Mr. Washington is, but he laid the leather to him and got him down on the ground.
Big third down coming right here. 3-point lead. The Doom have closed the gap coming out of the second half. Energy knocking on the door. Ball along the 3-yard line. They'll get trips that side this time. Mackey, Floyd, and Dixon. Washington in a shotgun. He's going to take and he's going to leave it with the big tailback, and he's going to try to push inside, and they're going to stop him on the 3. They may give him the 2, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. And what do they do here? John, you got to think, would you want to kick a field goal here and put you back up by 6 on a 4th and goal? But I think they're going to go for it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. Obviously, they're hampered a little bit by not having Doster in the lineup, but not sure if they want to run the football or throw the football. Let's see what they're going to do. And right now, I didn't even see the timeout. All I saw was the cheerleaders running out to throw T-shirts.
And they are running out with the T-shirts.
But there was a timeout.
And the Doom Dolls come out with the T-shirts, and off they go.
We got to buy them a T-shirt gun. Obviously, if you're not in the third row, you're not getting T-shirts here.
So it's going to bring up a fourth down at the 3, and this is going to be a huge, huge play in this ball game right here. Don't want to make any mistakes defensively here. Now they're going to do this trips to this near side and stack everybody.
Let's go D.
And
that was Derek Stingley's timeout.
Yeah.
He was really having a heart attack down there.
He saw something on his defensive alignment he didn't like.
And he was looking for the adjustment, and he wasn't getting it, so he frantically called a timeout. And luckily, he got it.
Yeah, Aaron Applebee's is one of the guys he's talking with, along with Carl Green and Anthony Blake, about their alignment on that play. So let's see what the Energy do here. They came up and lined up in one of them little funny things that Jim Harbaugh does up in Michigan. Had them stacked one behind another, 3 on both sides. You're almost looking for Wallace to carry here and try to get it in. See what they do this time. They come out the same way. Well, they spread it out now in kind of a wishbone formation down below. So they're going to look to the inside move. Wallace is going to take it himself, and he got around the corner and got a touchdown.
Nice looking play. Washington, big strong quarterback, was able to find a little gap over there to the left on the opposite side of where his receivers were, and he scored the touchdown.
49-42.
18 Erica Maya aim to attempt the extra point.
And I'm not sure our score. Yeah, 51-42. Extra point comes. Snap, touch, kick is up. Kick is good. Timeout on the field. And it's going to make it 52-49. Take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back.
Is your house having a midlife crisis? Maybe it's time for a nip and tuck. Cherokee Brick has been transforming interiors and exteriors for over 100 years. Where you see a blank wall or old porch, we see potential. Add warmth and elegance to your home with an updated entryway, porch, or kitchen. At Cherokee Brick, we cut out the middleman and provide a robust selection of colors and sizes to fit your brick needs. Visit us online to find out more about where you can purchase Cherokee Brick, straight from the manufacturer.
Welcome back to the Macon Centralplex. Skull Island on a Saturday night. And the Carolina Energy got it 52-42 as they answer the Doom back on a 4th down and goal from the 3-yard line. And the quarterback, Washington, snuck it over the left side for the touchdown. David Washington, John Cosader's had an excellent night here tonight. Come to you after this kickoff. This one's going to be high, and this one's going to be short. Christian Wise taking a yard deep in the end zone. Going to come inside, send it back outside to about the 13-14-yard line. John, Carolina Energy needed an answer, and they did.
They did. David Washington once again coming through. You know, they brought Christian LeMay, a former University of Georgia quarterback, in last week. But he's going to have to earn some playing time with this guy.
Let's go down to Hannah Jetmore on the sidelines. Hannah?
Guys, we just talked a lot about Aaron Appleby. He told me that he actually plays really because he has a chip on his shoulder. He said a coach in college treated him poorly, and so he said he wants his coach, or that coach rather, to see him doing well now. Guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Yep. That'll do it to you, to a young man at times. Out to prove you wrong. Wise goes in motion. Going to look. Got to throw it underneath to Cuts. Cuts is going to have it across the 25. He'll fall into the 21-yard line of the Carolina Energy, and they'll be a first down for the Georgia Doom.
First down.
Luke Collis, another, finds the right receiver. This time it was Cuts right over the middle for a nice gain.
Clock ticks in a fast-moving third period at 2:54, 2:53. 52-42, Energy lead it here at Skull Island. The Doom. 1st and 10 on the 21. Collis looks on a penalty play. And let's see if we had movement on this left side of the line for the Doom. And it is going to go against the Doom, and they're going to get a procedure call. And it will be a false start. That'll back it up 5 to the 26-yard line. Excuse me, the 24-yard line of the Doom. So first down and 15 from right there.
All right, let's see what we get. Let's see what Collis is going to do here. Look for Beavers. Beavers hadn't caught a pass in about 4 minutes, so he is due again.
Saw one of the linemen now kind of motioning toward the band when they were in the huddle not to play. Collis got time. Gonna look. Now it'll break down on him, and he'll have to throw it in a hurry. Trying to go to Cuts.
A little bit of pressure put on him right there. Collis was having to backpedal when he threw the football. Probably a good decision to just get rid of it.
Yeah, and I think what's going on now is they're not wanting the band to play when they're trying to call these offensive plays because they can't hear. They may be having a little trouble with the snap count.
Yeah, the band's supposed to play when the visiting team is.
Collis, got times, got a man down inside the 12-yard line, maybe the 11. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to back him up. They're going to put him about a half a yard short, bring up a third down play. They're going to put the ball at about the 12 and a half, almost the 13-yard line. He's got to get to the 11 to pick up a new set of down. And he won't have to do it now.
Yeah.
Because we got a flag.
Because that was not a smart flag on, it looks like, number 28, Daquan Lucas. He was basically in the Georgia Doom huddle.
Number 25.
Oh, number 25. I called the wrong number. That was Lazarus Shelby. Sorry, Daquan.
So that gives them a first down at the 6-yard line, maybe to almost the 7. Beavers will be your motion man. Collis almost dropped it on the ground. Let's see. Two flags, and I think this might be offsides on the Energy this time. Let's see how they make the call, and they are going to get the call.
Check out your Doom
Maurice Chavis not happy with that call.
Offsides on the Energy.
We haven't heard anything from Doster about his condition. He has not come back out of the locker room as of yet. If we can get any information on that, we'll let you know. Maybe Hannah can work that angle for us. And I get a nod from Hannah, and that's exactly what she'll do. I'm sure some folks on the Carolina side would like to know what's going on with him. It looked like a shoulder injury to us. Gonna take it, and gonna run out in the flat. A pass to Antoine Cuts. No flags. Touchdown. So the extra point will come. They will kick it here and see if they can close the gap back to 3 again. Hunter Heck for the extra point. Snap, touch, kick is good. Ooh. Just got the inside rail here, but let's see. We got encroachment again on the defense, and that's exactly what we've got.
Offsides penalty.
And on the defense, the extra point is good. And that also wins the quarter. 30-second timeout. 49-52. Energy back on top by 3. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to Macon, Georgia. 52-49. Doom closes it within 3 again. but we start in the fourth period. Been back and forth. John Kaiser, this is an opportunity. The Doom need to make a stop here and try to get the lead in this ball game.
Well, we have an entire quarter to play. This drive, obviously big. Keep them off the board right here, and we're playing for the lead. If they come down and score another touchdown, we're playing to stay within 3. Big difference in the football game. It's turned into a little bit of a defensive game lately after a big, high-scoring first quarter. So let's see if one of those playmakers on the Doom's defense can step up.
Hunter Hick will kick it off. Back deep will be Perry Floyd, as he has been all night.
Tick, tick, do. Tick, tick, do. Tick, tick.
Hunter Heck moves on it. Floyd will take it about 6 yards deep in the end zone. Come across the 15, and he'll get knocked down right there on a big hit by the Doom right along the 15-yard line. This has been a physical game today.
Oh, yeah, lots of hitting. 2 really evenly matched teams here battling it out, trying to take control of second place. And we're going down to the end here.
So back out, David Washington for the Energy. He's had a fantastic night here tonight. They've lost their big running back, though, Doster. We're trying to get an update on him.
Doomsday is here.
And let's see who they bring out. Now, I thought they were going to bring out Shelby again, but they did not. And this time they've lined up Perry Floyd in the backfield. And they're going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them, 30 seconds. 14:36 to go. Energy lead it by 3. We'll be back.
We would like to thank their sponsors.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
And Central Georgia Tech.
Back at Skull Island here at the Macon Centralplex. Washington in a shotgun. Going to give it to Floyd on the sweep around the end from the 15. He'll get maybe, let's see if they'll mark him. They'll give him the 17, pickup of 2. And you got to wonder, even though Dossler's out, they have had a hot hand here tonight with Washington at quarterback. Wouldn't think it would be as big a factor the way they've done their game plan tonight, John, other than maybe from a psychological standpoint for the team.
Most definitely, most definitely. It's a loss, but, you know, Washington has proved that he's a pretty good passer, and they've proved they're going to stick to their run game no matter who they're running.
Yeah, they go with Perry Floyd this time at running back, but there's a flag that comes in, and I'm not for sure exactly what the play is going to be.
Anthony Blake on the stop.
And it looks like the flag's going to go, and they're going to go, well, they said false start, but we're on defense. Got to be encroachment.
I think Hannah wants us.
Yeah, Hannah, go ahead.
Guys, I have just confirmed that he has a broken wrist and he will not be back in tonight's game.
Well, that's disappointing, I'm sure, for that young man and for the fans of the Energy. Hannah Jetmore just reported Josh Doster with a broken wrist. And that is unfortunate. 52-49, we wish him the best. And I'm sure he's getting some very good medical advice right now.
Yeah, tough break for that young man. He's a hard-running guy, and Carolina's going to miss him unless that quarterback keeps doing that.
And Washington's going to go from his own 21, and he's going to go down to the 14-yard line of the Doom. And 13:35 mark of this game with a 3-point lead. Energy's knocking on the door again.
Energy first
I tell you, David Washington for the Energy is making a case for him to be a player of the game here with us tonight.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that until the Georgia Doom win the game late, and then, we're going to have to give it to whoever.
Larry Beavers is well on his way as well, too.
He's only got 4 touchdowns, He's been pretty good. It's been a very entertaining game. That's what the city of Macon needs, a great entertaining game with a great crowd.
Quentin Atkinson now is in at wide out to one side, and they're going to keep Floyd in the backfield running the football, and they're going to run a little jet sweep to him, and he's going to come back the other way. The quarterback got a block that Mike's springing, and he got down to, what did he get down to, the 3, maybe the 4, got to the 3, first and goal. Great individual effort that time.
And Derek Patterson finally knocked him down. Perry Floyd played his college football at Wingate. He was a punt and kick returner and a little scat back type of thing. He doesn't look like your typical wide receiver anyway, but he's moved into the backfield and done a great job.
He's moved him to the backfield. They brought in Quentin Atkinson, 6'2", 205 out of North Carolina Central.
Watch out for a quarterback draw right here.
They bring in Lazarus Shelby this time, and they give it to the big man, and he rumbles in for the touchdown. So they brought in the heavy set with Shelby that time, and they got into the end zone, and they got 6, and it's a 49-58 ball game with 12-12 on the clock.
Russell, we're veterans of calling arena football because this is our 3rd game now. We haven't seen a team run the ball so effectively, just like the Carolina game plan. They lost their one guy, and, they had 4 or 5 good running plays without him right there.
Yeah, they didn't abandon the game plan. They didn't panic. Doster in the locker room with what's been reported a broken wrist, extra point coming, and he missed it. Now, that might be big right there as we're down to a 9-point game again. 30-second timeout. We'll come back after this. 58-49, Energy lead it. We'll be back.
Before you put your company logo or event name on the streets, say it with authority. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's. Shirts, hats, cups, pens, patches. We put your logo on almost anything. Our team provides quality craftsmanship and custom embroidery. And our screen printing will turn your design into wearable works of art. Call or stop by in person for a quote. Apparel Authority. Now at a new location off Eisenhower Parkway across from Lowe's.
Welcome back to the Macon Centerplex. Touchdown on the board for the Energy. Extra point is no good. They lead at 58-49. Down to the sideline. Hannah Jetmore.
Well, arena football prides itself in its accessibility for fans and for players. Deontay Dinkins and a Energy fan were just exchanging words. Who wants to bet that Dinkins was saying, well, I'm the one on the field, guys?
58-49. Energy will kick it away, and it'll go out of the end zone.
Now, he was going after that one.
Did he get that one? And he got it. And he does get it. So that moves it to a 10-point lead, 59-49.
So when you miss an extra point, your coach goes and tells you, kick it through the goalpost.
Better kick it through this time.
The ball to the uprights. Energy gets 1 point, and the ball is placed on the 5-yard line.
So the Doom will take over on the 5 with 11:40, and the clock is stopped in one of those rare moments, and now they'll wind it.
Still plenty of time. 11 minutes, 40 seconds left. And here comes Luke Collis. Got to be good with the football right now.
Cuts will come to this side. And there's going to be a flag, and let's see what it is. We got a false start, and we do.
Yeah, I actually saw that one. That's big. It looks like number 62, maybe.
It's going to be a procedure call.
Who is?
Everett Burns.
Everett Burns. He got a little antsy over there on the left corner.
First down and 13.
Christian Wise to this side, Beavers to the far side. Cuts will be the motion man. Throw it out here to Christian Wise. He's got room to run. He'll get to the 10, maybe the 12. Let's see where they'll mark him down. Now they may even give him to the 13.
A little quick pass over here to the right, and Wise made the best of it.
Clock now under 11 minutes. Doom down by 10.
Second down and 3.
Energy came in here 3-1. Doom came in 2-1. Important game for both of these teams in the standings. Beavers will be the motion back. Throw it out, he got a man, and he dropped it. No, they're going to call it incomplete. Threw it to Cuts. And
flags are down. Players being separated.
Flags are down, as they said, and we get a late hit in here. We'll take a look at it on the instant replay. I was looking at the ball. And he caught it and tried to take a step with it. And then they had a, who was that picked the ball up for the Energy? I'm trying to get his number there. And that was number 8 that picked it up.
Personal foul called against the Doom.
Georgia shooting themselves in the foot once again. We're way back.
Ball moved all the way back to the 6.
Move the ball back to the 6. Got to get to the 15 to pick up a first down.
Third down and 9.
Third down, Beavers will be the motion man. Wise will be to this near side. Collis going over the middle, and he throws a pick. And it went over the head, and there's another late hit coming in this time. Christian Wise went over his head.
It's the Energy's ball. Flags on the play.
Reggie Thomas with his second interception of the game, and that was a very impressive interception. And right now, Reggie Thomas is waving goodbye to the Georgia Doom.
Well, wait a second now. If you look at that play, it looks like the Doom took it away from him, and it's a face mask. And that ball, well, they may be calling down. Called him down on the 20, and they're going to get a face mask call against the Doom. Tough break there. He was trying to get a Christian Wise and just overthrew him and behind him, and it sailed on him, and it's intercepted. And now the Energy will knock on the door again at the 15-yard line of the Georgia Doom.
Got to find a way to stop him right here for sure.
Wallace sends his runner in motion, and he's going to leave it with Floyd. And the Doom is going to get a man that's going to slice in there and knock him down, maybe for a yard loss, at least a half a yard loss. It'll bring up second down.
And Coach Irvin Bryson in no hurry right now. He does not mind running the football a little bit. He's going to run a good 40 seconds off the clock right here. And that's at a time where the clock starts to become an issue.
They're going to move out Floyd from the running back and give him a breather, and they're going to bring in Lazarus Shelby again, who scored the touchdown on the last possession. Got a new wide out in here this time, and they'll leave it with the big man, and he's got power and room to move, and he's going to drag people all the way down to the 6-yard line. Good inside running that time by Lazarus Shelby.
Yeah, that's hard to stop when, you have a tired defense right now. And Georgia's been on the field a lot of the time, and they're worn down, getting these big running backs going straight ahead at them.
Everybody will be stacked to this near side this time. Washington going to finally send his man in motion, and that's Mackey. Going to give to that big tailback again, and he's going to lean in there, and he is going to be in for a touchdown.
Lazarus Shelby.
Lazarus Selby with back-to-back possessions for touchdowns.
And, you know, he's probably a guy who didn't even expect to touch the football today. And the last 2 drives, he's been a key part of it.
65-49, they open up a 16-point lead, fixing to make it 17. And the clock rolls under 8 minutes. It's 7:50 to go in the 4th period. And you got to wonder now, as we've gone through this 4th quarter now, the Energy's offense is leaning on them a little bit. Kick is good. 66-49, 17-point lead for the Energy as they're on the road here and making the night with the lead. Let's go down to the sideline and talk to Hannah. Hannah, Stain got within 3, and now they've opened back up a 17-point lead. Guys got to keep their heads up. It's only 7 minutes and 35 seconds to go.
Right, and I can tell you that the words that Coach Stingley is saying we cannot repeat on air right now. He's very frustrated, obviously, calling his players into the huddle. I'll let you know when I have more.
Thank you, Hannah. I'm sure Coach is frustrated. He's had this game close several times and let it get away from him, John.
Well, I thought we had the momentum. You know, when we cut it to 45-42, we onside kicked to start the 3rd quarter. Didn't get the onside kick, but the defense held. And then we went down and scored to cut it to 3. We had the momentum, but now we've definitely given them back the momentum.
Eric Amaya, or Amaya, we didn't get a pronunciation on that one, probably should have. We'll do the honors kicking for the Energy. Christian Wise will be the deep man for the Doom. And the band played on.
Great atmosphere for a football game. It's been a lot of fun. Let's see if the Doom can cut into that lead and make it a game again.
Here's the kick, and it's going to get kicked out to a nice spectator right down there by Hannah, right along the 5-yard line.
And 4 minutes ago, he kicked it through the goalpost, and then he hit a shank.
Go ahead, Hannah.
Guys, what is it with spectators tonight and being involved in the game and also not having any prior football experience? Mr. Jackson just told me he's never played as well.
Well, he did a good job of catching that one, so sign him up. Caught that line drive kick, grabbed it with both hands. Now the ball boy is trying to talk him out of the ball. No, you get to keep that one.
Yeah, they're not real big on keeping footballs. Those footballs are a little bit more expensive than baseballs, Russell.
That's true. But that's always been part of the deal of arena football.
All right, well, we've got a minute. I'm looking at the Georgia Doom schedule. They are on the road next weekend in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and they don't return home till May the 12th.
Yeah, and that's going to be a fun night. That's going to be a blackout game. That's going to be a lot of fun that night.
Fans are still looking for a 50-50.
Fans in black Georgia Doom t-shirt receives a 10% discount on a single game tickets. That's May 12th. You have to come see this. I'm telling you guys, it's a lot of fun.
Luke Collins drops straight back, trailing by 17. He's got Larry Beavers for his 4th touchdown of the night. And actually, that might be Larry's 5th of the night.
It's his 5th, yeah.
Yeah, that is his 5th. So Larry Beavers gets his 5th touchdown of the night. Clock runs under 7 minutes now. 66-55. Doom trying to take it back to a 2-point game again. Hunter Heck will come on. Marcus Brooks will do the honors holding. Boy, those turnovers look big now, guys.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. It's still going to be a 2-score game, even with the extra point.
Hunter Heck with the extra point, 66-56.
6:30 left. Energy 66.
We'll keep it right here. Hannah, that was exactly what they needed on that drive. Luke Collins to Larry Beavers, and back in this ball game with a 10-point difference now.
Guys, and I know Georgia Doom fans are going to say Larry Beavers was laying a little too long there for their liking, but that is one of his favorite celebrations, playing dead. Also with the shoop, which I learned recently is a dance move. I'm just not cool enough to know what it is yet.
We'll have to get that on the pregame on the weekend. 66-56.
So did you say playing dead? Did she say playing dead was a dance move?
I guess. No, that's his celebration. The dance move came after.
Okay.
You got to keep up, Coach Slater.
Yes.
Come on, John. I know we were practicing before the game.
We didn't play dead, though. I promise you we didn't play dead. When you get to mine and Russell's age, you don't play dead. People.
That's right. It's not a good idea. Now do we try an onside here?
I think we kick it deep right here. I don't know, though.
And they do an onside kick, and Hunter Heck's going to get it, and he's going to and look at the kicker go. Look at the kicker go. They're going to say he's down, but that is an onside kick recovery. And now a flag comes in.
Oh, Hunter hadn't had to run that long in a long, long time.
It's going to be the Dooms ball.
Hunter Heck with a beautiful kick.
Now, I don't understand what the late flag coming in here. Oh, they may get this on a personal foul. I don't know.
Beautiful onside kick by Hunter Heck. I don't really know if he wanted that ball to pop up back to him and him having to run down the field, though. But he looked good. Hunter, you look good.
Now, I don't know what this flag is that's laying on the 20-yard line. It came in late, very, very late, and they're going to wave off the flag. So I don't know why they're waving it off, but they are.
Our football.
It is Doom ball.
Guys, just so everyone knows, Larry Beavers was running to Hunter Heck and said, "That's my kicker, that's my kicker." It was a cute moment.
Hunter not quite as fast as Larry Beavers.
Executed onside kick.
So Doom ball, 6:28, 10-point game. This is a huge possession right here, John Cosader.
Huge with a capital H and a UGE. Let's go ahead and do it in one play again.
Wise will be this side. Beavers the other. Cuts will be your motion man. He's on his way. Luke Collins got time. Got time. Larry Beavers! No, intercepted. Intercepted.
Incomplete.
He dropped it. Didn't hold on to it all the way to the ground.
That's a good break for the Georgia Doom. Larry Beavers goes back, gives the guy a nice little head pat, saying nice defensive play.
Just couldn't hang on to it in the end zone. Almost got a big break there for the Energy.
It was a beautiful throw, but it was just really good, strong coverage.
Yeah, you know, but if you're going to throw that ball, you got to throw it to the outside shoulder of your receiver. You can't let that ball come back in. Collins got a man right there, Christian Wise along the 25. Now we got a flag come in late.
There's a flag on the play.
And what's the flag here? Came in from the side judge over there.
And that's going to be against Carolina, I believe.
Yeah, that's a head linesman that calls that on that side. And I guess I don't know what it was, but they declined it.
First down, Doom.
So first down and 10. It was a late flag. I guess they got him for encroachment. Ball will be marked on this near hash mark. Wise will go to that far side along with Cutts. Larry Beavers will be your motion back. Collis will take it. Got pressure coming on him. He got away from it. Throws it in the middle of the field, and a dangerous pass as he was trying to go to Christian Wise. And number 4 was right there waiting on him, and that was Cameron Sullivan out of Winston-Salem State.
Got to give your quarterback time to throw the football. Collis' strength is sitting back there in the pocket and finding open receivers, and they didn't give him that time this time. But it's a harmless incompletion.
Energy at times here tonight has gotten pressure up the middle on this Doom offensive line a little bit. Not consistently, but there have been points in the game that they've gotten to him and caused him to rush some throws. Cutts will be your motion man. Collis under center. Now looks, now tucks it and run. 20, 15, 10. He'll get inside the 10 to the 7. First down and goal. And the clock rolls under 4 minutes now with a 10-point lead for the Carolina Energy.
Nice play, Luke Collis. He shows he still does have some legs. And we're right down there on about the 7-yard line, and the clock is becoming a factor. The big deal on an incomplete pass, the clock doesn't stop. You lose 40 seconds right there.
Wise will go to the far side. Cutts will be the slot. Beavers will be the motion man. Romeo Gilbert will be at full. Collis under center. Got a block. Going to throw it in the back of the end zone. Going to go out of the end zone. And Gilbert, I tell you what, he saved a big sack right there.
Yes, he did. And this late in the game, you throw it away, the clock still runs. So we're down almost inside of 3 minutes right now. Time is becoming a factor, Russell, because you know what Carolina's going to do. They're going to pound the football and try to run the clock.
Yep, they're going to drag it out, and they're going to use that. Like you said, they're going to use that clock on every play. A little confusing now, it looks like, and they'll go in the corner. Oh, he had him too. He had Wise open in the corner. Just missed him.
Yeah, Collis not happy with himself on that throw. And once again, the tick-tock of the clock not in our favor.
2 minutes and 25 seconds, and they're taking a long time to get to the line of scrimmage in between these plays. Wise will go far side. Cutts will be the slot. Beavers will go motion. Take, and Beavers has got a touchdown. Larry Beavers now pulls them within 4.
And that's number 6 for Beavers. He's had a pretty fair game, and that's Collis' 9th touchdown of the game. And the clock continues to run even with the extra point.
139, 62, 66. Hunter Heck will try to make it a 3-point game. Kick is up, kick is good. Well, we'll keep it right here. Let's go down to Hannah Jett-Moore on the sideline. Hannah, just what the doctor ordered, but is there enough time?
Well, Larry Beavers is the star of the game so far, obviously, but he's also one of the most vocal players, obviously, with his time in the NFL. He has that theatrical side, and he's also very, very encouraging to his teammates. You can see he was celebrating with them, not even his own touchdown, just for them to be closer in the game. Guys.
Thank you, Hannah. Well, onside kick by Hunter Heck puts them back in this game. But with 92 seconds left, do they have time to pull it out?
Well, the onside kick again. I don't know. That's a question right here. I think you probably do.
Well, I don't know if you do it here or not, or you try to put it on your defense. 132, you got a 3-point game. You almost got to kick it here.
Hunter Heck
Because you give them a short field and they run 3 plays, they're going to drain the clock out.
Tick, tick, doom. Tick, tick, doom. Tick, tick,
I'm sure Derek Stingley is a lot smarter than either one of us about what he wants to do. So let's see about right now.
So Hunter Heck.
Tick, tick.
And he is going to, and he's going to kick it short, and the man's going to pick it off at the 4-yard line and run it in for a quick score. And the man who did that time was, I believe, number 5, Quentin Atkinson. And that was Quentin Atkinson. And just like that, 6 on the board, 72-63. And we're back with an extra point to a 10-point game.
And Russell, as good as Hunter Heck's last onside kick was, that's probably one he's going to want to forget about.
Yep. So the extra point will come. Eric Amaya. Snap, and let's see what we do here.
1 minute warning.
We got to the 1 minute warning.
Yep. So we get a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back.
I got Mike from Hawkinsville. He's the winner of our...
Hannah, go ahead, Hannah.
Guys, number 23 really hasn't had his jersey down all game. It's obviously physical between these guys. They're taking it very personally. They're kind of having a vendetta with one another so far.
Well, it's been a physical game, no doubt about it.
Don't those kids ever get tired of playing? Many thanks to the Fort Valley State and Albany State bands. They've added a lot of chemistry to this football game, and they are loud.
Amaya with the extra point. It's a little bit of a high snap, and it's good. 73-63. 58 and a half seconds here. We'll take one quick timeout and come back.
Oh my, what a pizza pie! Take one bite and you'll say it too. In fact, take one bite of anything they cook at Stoner's Pizza Joint and they've got you. You'll immediately taste the difference because they make their dough daily, use only the finest cheese and top quality meats. Stoner's even cuts their vegetables fresh every day. Combine all that on the crisp crust taste of a stone oven, and in between bites you'll say, oh my, what a pizza pie! Stoner's Pizza Joint, Forsyth Road, Macon, and Houston Lake Road, Warner Robins.
Okay. Welcome back to the Centralplex. 73-63 is your score. And the Energy will kick it off to Christian Wise. It's a 10-point ball game again with 1 minute to go. Energy came into the night 3-1. Doom came in 2-1. This was an early battle for second place tonight. And that's going to sail over Christian Wise's head. And so the Doom will come out and they'll have it first down and 10.
Kind of got to put the ball up now. Need big play. Need a big play. Need it quick. Not much time, just a minute. The clock does stop on an incompletion in the last minute. So that's one good thing. But, yeah, we need another big play pretty quick here.
So I didn't see a flag come in anywhere, so I'm not for sure what this discussion is about.
Well, I think, as we've both learned, sometimes in arena football, they just kind of stop and talk about stuff that we really have no clue about what they're talking about.
Well, they're going to put the ball down on the 20.
Will be in 3 weeks. After an off week, we'll be hosting the Richmond Rough Riders.
And it doesn't get easier because the Richmond Rough Riders come in here in a couple of weeks.
May the 12th, the next home game.
Don't forget, it's a blackout night. Kickoff, I'm sure, will be again at 7 p.m. And we've got a timeout. Or do we have a flag? And we have a flag. And that's going to go against the Doom, and that's going to back them up 5. False start on the offense.
Russell, I feel like we should congratulate Hannah. She hadn't come close to getting clocked today.
I think that should be my talent from now on, right?
I don't know. You got close down here in the corner of this other end zone now. You were running for your life. Wise will be the motion man. Luke Collis throws it out in the flat, and they're going to do a double pass here. And let's see, Larry Beavers going to get tied up by his own lineman, and he's going to go to the 17. That's about as far as he can get.
Larry wanted to throw that ball there. I'm pretty sure that was the idea of that play, is to throw the football.
Well, we have a timeout, but we'll keep it here. And the officials are going to discuss again. And I think there was some discussion about whether he called a timeout or not, but with only 50 seconds to go, just under 50.9 seconds to go to be exact. John, Coach, you said they had to score quickly here. They have not. They've used a timeout. I'm not for sure how many they've got left. They've got 1 timeout left and 2 for the Energy.
Yeah, I think we basically have to score on one of the next 2 plays, really.
Yeah. No doubt about it. 50.9, and Luke Collis walks up to the line of scrimmage. Larry Beavers is the motion man. Cuts and Wise to the far side. Got a man underneath, and that's cut, and he's going to quickly run out of bounds.
Nice decision by Cuts. He realized he wasn't going to get anything from running into the middle of the field, so he runs to the sideline, and the clock stops inside the last minute, and we're at 44.6, so a good decision by Cuts.
Energy will change a man out, and they'll bring in big number 90, Maurice Chavis.
He's big.
He's a big fella. Take Collis under pressure. Got a man down there, and that's Larry Beavers. He'll get inside the 10 to the 9, keep the clock rolling with 38 seconds, though. And let's see if the Doom call timeout, and they do. So the Doom trying to make this a 3-point game again. Obviously, if they score here,
we're onside kick.
They'll onside kick it again. Well, at that point, do you go for a 2-point conversion?
Let's get my calculator out. That would make it 73 to 71.
Right. And then you can kick a field goal if you get the onside kick and win the game.
But if you miss the 2-point conversion, a field goal doesn't help.
Field goal doesn't help you. You gotta have 2 scores either way.
Let's go Doom.
So, 2nd down and 1, ball at the Energy 9. Cuts is the motion man. Collis looks in the back of the end zone. He got Cuts for a touchdown with 33.3 left. So let's see what we do here now. They'll send Hunter Heck on and go for the extra point. So 73-69, 4-point game. And this is a big extra point here.
That's Cutt's second touchdown of the night and Collis' 10th of the game.
Antoine Cutts. Here's Hunter Heck for the extra point.
Snap, touch, kick is up, and kick is right down the middle.
73-70.
73-70, a quick timeout. We'll come back.
Anything can happen in the last.
Hey folks, Russell from Gridiron Game of the Week. When you get ready to buy a new car or a newer automobile, there's always the dilemma of what to do with your current car. Well, that's where You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em at 3306 Vineville Avenue comes in. You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em is the original automobile dealership with the owner in mind. For 18 years, You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em has been the only alternative to giving your car to a local dealer on a trade-in or trying to market your car yourself. So when you get ready to sell your old car, give them a call today at 254-6310. That's You Park 'Em, You Sell 'Em, 3306 Vineville Avenue. Welcome back to Macon on Skull Island. Quickly down to Hannah Jetmore on the sideline.
Right, guys. Well, as I've gotten to know the players through interviews the last couple of weeks, I can tell you for a fact there is no place they'd rather be than right now, obviously, other than leading the game. They love these trenches and these opportunities to have the big moments.
Well, they got as big a one as they want right now. Hunter Heck, he's executed one perfect onside kick and not a so perfect one the last time. So here we go, 73-70. And that ball's going to bounce off a couple of players. And let's see what they're going to call here. They're going to call a touchdown, and they will. And once again,
that's him again.
That time it's number 5, Quentin Atkinson, and that's his second onside recovery for a touchdown.
He's having a big onside recovery type of football game tonight, Russell.
Yes, sir. And that makes it a 79-70 game. And with 32 ticks left in this one, it's going to be awful tough to come back now.
It's going to be a tough loss, no doubt about it.
Erica Maya with the extra point. Snap, touch, that kick is up, and that kick is good. And so the energy hit 80, and John Cosetter, you mentioned it, maybe the first one to 80 wins this game. You may be right, my friend.
I think from now on, I'd just like to be known as the prophet. You know, I was able to pick the winning number of points. You know, obviously Carolina has a very explosive offense, Macon very explosive offense. There hadn't been a whole lot of defense played this entire game. I think it comes down to the Georgia Doom turned the ball over 3 times, I believe, 2 interceptions and a fumble.
Yeah, and now 2 touchdowns off onside kicks too.
Exactly. Huge little things that the Carolina didn't turn the ball over. Big difference.
Carolina energy lined up. They got 2 players short. Hard to play with 6.
You only have to get 8 on the field.
Yeah. Amaya will kick off. Will he go for the 1 point here? Nope. Christian Wise takes it from the goal line. Got a little room to run, got a little block. Now he needs another block. He'll get to the 20, and he's going to get close over there to about the 22 or 23.
Did you see who made that tackle over there? That was your kicker.
Yes, sir. He almost forgot to run back and get his teeth.
Alex Amaya with the tackle. All his teammates were glad handing him. He's still posing. He's flexing, and then he about falls down over there. Son, you're a kicker.
He got the big hit, though.
Good for him.
23 seconds to go. 80-70. It's been an entertaining night here on Skull Island. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast tonight. We certainly had a lot of fun bringing it to you, and we appreciate all the viewers. Great week talking to the folks in the Carolina Energy Organization. I want to especially thank Coach Bryson. I want to thank also Michelle. Michelle was a tremendous help to us this week. Made sure we got our paperwork right and got everything together when we got here tonight. She got us our corrected rosters, and she and John got together, and I'll tell you what, we do appreciate all the help from the folks from the Carolina Energy. And, of course, always the hospitality of the Georgia Doom for DSPN. Everybody involved. So 19.2 seconds. Ball on the 21, down by 10. Larry Beavers will be the motion man. Now they back him off. And there's going to be a flag and
delay of game, Russell.
Yep, that's going to back him up 5. Moves it back to the 16. Stick with us when we wrap it up here tonight. Hannah Jet-Moore will have Coach Stingley get his final thoughts on a night that's he's seen some really, really good things and some things that he is probably tired of seeing. Threw a little out route and the receiver went in. Beavers went to the inside. Christian Wise went on a streak route.
You know, it's got to be tough. He's had to play. You know, he's brand new to Macon, even though this is his 4th game. But we're playing. Larry Beavers has been here. Cutts has been here. He doesn't have Abraham this weekend, so that forces Christian Wise to play more on offense. And, you know, he's had to go 2 in Beavers, and Cutts has had a nice game, but nobody else has really stepped up for him at the wide receiver position.
So Beavers will be the motion man. Wise and Cutts down below here. Collins has got time. Almost picked off. Big man in the middle. And I believe that was Lazarus. Was that Lazarus? Yes, number 25.
Yes.
That was Lazarus Shelby.
He's a good-looking athlete, no doubt about it.
Yeah. Been playing linebacker here tonight. Got good range. Came in and spelled the injured running back who got hurt tonight. It's going to be a big loss for them, Josh Doster. They kind of went away from that game plan tonight of running him a lot. They did start to go to him a little bit in that 3rd quarter, and then he got hurt, and we understand it's a wrist injury. Going to throw it long into the end zone, and it's going to be picked off with 4.3 seconds to go. And it'll be a touchback, and the Energy are going to just come out here and take a knee.
Looks like the Carolina Energy brought 15 or 20 people from Charlotte over there, and they seem to be very happy. It's about a 4.5 to 5 hour trip, and they came here and supported their football team, and it was a good win for the Carolina Energy.
Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Still 4.3 seconds, and offense is out on the field. Great entertainment here tonight with the Fort Valley State Wildcat Marching Band and the Albany State Rams Marching Band. And the Rams have been blasting it out over there, and we'll give it to the upback. And that is going to be Lazarus Shelby's going to run it down. And that's going to do it real quick. We'll take a 30-second timeout. We'll come back and get Hannah with the coach.
Planning on a holiday party with friends, family, or coworkers? Texas Border Grill's private banquet room offers seating from 5 to 55. Lunch to dinner 7 days a week. Featuring an amazing menu with aged beef, seafood, and so many other signature dishes. Texas Border Grill.
Welcome back. Your final score here, 80-70. And let's see if we got Hannah down on the sideline with Coach Singley. Go ahead, Hannah.
We do, Coach. Tell me what you learned about your team tonight.
Well, we got to get tougher. I thought up front our defense didn't play as hard as we could. I know that we're a better defense than what we showed because they ran the ball on us, and that was their offense. I mean, we knew that coming in, but we had to get a little more physical, and they out-physical us. Offense did what they can do. We put up enough points, in my opinion, to win the game. But sometimes you get arena football games like this where it's back and forth. Then we get into the strategy part of trying to one-side kick, and sometimes that don't reflect the score of the game, but that's part of it. But hats off to Carolina. They're a good team.
Appreciate it, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hannah, your final thoughts on this one here tonight. It was an awfully good offensive showing, just not enough and too many mistakes once again
Right,
from a young ball club.
Right. So, guys, sorry, my sound's a little off down here, but I think ahead of the Richmond game, who they had a big comeback in their game, I think it'll be good to see the community support, but also to see, how the guys respond to this. I know that's kind of down the road, but I know they'll want to have a good home showing.
John, Coach Sater, your thoughts on this game here tonight, what we saw out of this new football team?
Well, really excited about the crowd. Macon and Middle Georgia really turned out for it. It was an electric crowd. The offense put up 70 points. The defense has just got to play a little better, and like Coach Derek Stingley said, they can win football games.
Got some final stats on Luke Collis here tonight, as well as Larry Beavers. An impressive night for both of these men.
Yeah, Luke Collis went 14 of 22 for 352, and Larry Beavers, very impressive, had 216 of those yards and 6 touchdowns to lead the way, while Antoine Cutts had another 78 yards of offense.
They missed Abraham tonight, I think, a little bit. That hurt him as well, too. Good effort against a very good football team. Carolina Energy are obviously in it in this league. It's going to be bring up very interesting. They go to 4-1 now. The Doom fall to 2-2. Still a lot of football left to be played in this season. 6 games left for the Doom to play. 5 for most of the other teams. It's going to be interesting to see how the rest of the season, second half of the season, shakes out for the Doom and even this Carolina Energy team.
And we're not losing to bad teams. We're losing to the better teams, no doubt about it. But sooner or later you have to take that step and beat those teams. And I feel confident in Derek Stingley that he will get the job done. And he's not hesitant to find players that will get the job done.
Now he's got this team headed in the right direction. Just a few minor things that need to be worked out. They got to cut out the turnovers to start with. That's number one. I know that's what he wants to do. Like he said after the game, I mean, the 2 onside kicks that were ran back for touchdowns, it's a close ball game. It ends up a 10-point game. That's the way the ball bounces, as they say, no pun intended. And the Energy are going to get out of here with a 4-1 record and head back up to their home in Charlotte. And they played a fantastic game tonight, especially their quarterback, Wallace. He was a very good player here tonight.
Yes, Mr. Washington can play the game of football, and he was outstanding tonight. They ran the ball. Good receivers, good solid receivers, and, it was a fun game for us to watch, and it was a fun game for the crowd to watch also.
All right, we're off next weekend. Doomer on the road. We'll be back in the following week. Blackout game here against Richmond. Don't forget, it'll be right here. Come to Skull Island and Macon Citraplex and cheer the Doom on. That's going to do it for us tonight, folks. Once again, your final score. The Carolina Energy 80, the Georgia Doom 70. We'll see you in 2 weeks, everybody. Our time is up. We thank you for yours.